out there.
Copy that. Initiating phase 3.
Time. They're here.
Let's hope they hear this.
This hit goes out to you.
So better go.
Has come back! Laying the smack down on all! I'm still standing here!
Calling home Autobots. Roll out.
Whoa!
This Scarlet.
Acknowledge me!
Whatever you can imagine.
Make us who we are.
Welcome to another trailer reaction for Untitled Live.
No, monologuing, bro. Finish him, bro. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Open the fucking door. You know what I mean? You got cereal, right? You pull the last bit of it, and it's just that dust that comes out. You're like,
What?
I'm sorry. Not mean. I'm sorry, guys.
We don't need to be fixed.
Because I feel like Star Wars is very like patriarchal, so it was.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We are no Jedi.
Feminists comes into these spaces and they don't know shit about the Lord.
Hey, Google, everybody in this room is about that superhero life. And if you don't mind my asking, where the hell have you been all this
And then when everything is over, and then he's king again, in King Dynasty or Sequel Wars, everybody gonna be on his dick again. It's like, yo,
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.
God, bro, it's so, I hate people sometimes.
Let it all out,
Yeah.
bro. Let it all out.
I am king.
I'm driving the train right now.
Maybe this time you'll learn.
He bust Drake after that diss song. He put your TKs to that. I got them. Cisgender feminism. Keep talking, goddammit. You keep talking, I'm gonna slip out of the suit and snap that thick ass wig up your face.
Yo,
You got the chance.
That's it right there. That's the Winter Soldier prime code right there to get you back in that.
That shit will be right up.
I'm like, yo, I'm done podcasting. Hello. Yeah, that shit is like that whole intro and everything. That shit's a hype train, bro. Like, if you're not getting hype for this show, man, I don't know. You lost.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Word, happy Friday. We made it, man. Episode 151, man. We here.
Good
Wow.
thing you keep it count because I lost it.
Oh yeah, I have to count, man. Gotta get cute. You know, I think I messed up a couple of times where I just had doubles, but nah. 151 is what we got going on right now. So yeah. So shout out to us for getting to this point, man. If this is the first time coming across this platform or this channel, man, we're Untitled Live, man. We talk about all types of shit. We go left, we go right, talk about entertainment, all types of shit. So if you like what we're doing here, please hit that like and subscribe and hit that bell notification for more content from us. So yeah. Facts, man. It's a weird today is fucking weird, bro. Like, it's like muggy. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for New York.
The past 2 days, it's been
yeah, it's not
dreary, cloudy, rainy, muggy.
Yeah, it was just super sticky all day today. I'm like, nah, man, I gotta keep the AC on. Fuck that shit. So yeah, man. What were you about to say?
I want to say real quick before we start. I want to give before we get to the craziness, let's start with the somber stuff first. We lost two. I don't know if whoever's into wrestling. We lost two wrestling greats right now. We lost Terry Funk, one of the hardcore legends. I like to call him the Godfather of hardcore. Like, man was in there taking all kinds of stuff. He was also the mentor of Mick Foley, which everybody knows Mankind, Mick Foley and stuff. So yeah, we lost a great in him, and we also lost at a very young age Bray Wyatt. Sucks because this is his life was lost due to after COVID. So what people don't know what after COVID is, when you catch COVID, it's not just the breathing issues and stuff. Some people catch something that's called after COVID, where it messes with another part of your body or something like that. So with him, when he caught COVID, it gave him heart issues. So, which led to him catching a heart attack and passing away at the young age of 36. And leaving behind 3 kids and a wife. So, we must give a moment of silence to Bray Wyatt. It was rough. Like, I saw the tribute today for that WWE gave him, and seeing the pictures with him and his daughters. I teared up. Like, it got me. It was sad, yo. So I just want to say rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. You know, he was one of my favorites. I was calling him the next Undertaker after Undertaker because he was in that the same supernatural realm kind of wrestler. So yeah, man, it's a heavy loss for his family, heavy loss for the wrestling world. I wish his family, you know, strength through this hard time. You know, his father was the wrestler IRS, people who don't know. His father was the wrestler IRS, and his brother was the other wrestler, Bo Dallas. So yeah, thoughts and prayers out to those two as well.
Yeah, man, that sucks, man. Man, that's super young, man. It's
yeah, man, it's crazy.
Super young, man. Yeah, dude, like I feel like we lose wrestlers like at least like 3 to 4 wrestlers a year.
It's a short lifespan, bro. Like Roddy Piper said it, bro. Like he said it a while ago. Like he said, there's no exit plan for wrestlers. Like he said, like it's very rare that they'll live to see 65 to get that unemployment, that Social Security and stuff like that. So. And he wasn't lying. A lot of them do die young, man. Like the lifestyle, the damage that does to your body, especially back in the 80s. I don't want to, you know, they were doing kind of hard steroids and drugs and stuff like that just damage their body to keep themselves going. You know what I mean? Some of them. So
yeah, they had to keep up with an image. So like, like gymnastics, well, someone that's in like in the Olympics or anything that's like hardcore sports and shit. Like back in the days, like those trainers used to be like, you need to be a certain weight. So I can imagine like promoters and shit. Like you gotta look big. You know what I mean? You gotta be fucking the biggest man in the ring. So
yeah, man, turns their body up. People look at Lex Luger. Like Lex Luger was one of the most built, bodybuilding looking type of dudes when he was in his wrestling days. Now my man is all frail looking in a wheelchair. Like it takes a toll on you, man. Like if you get out of wrestling, like being able to walk upright on your own, you're lucky. Like,
yeah, we noticed. We went to a Comic-Con. All those wrestlers that was there were walking like in a kind of like
yeah,
a
bro.
They can't stand up straight. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So no joke. That lifestyle is no joke, man. People like to say it's fake. Like, yeah, the match outcome is fake, but the damage that's being done to their body, that shit is real.
Yeah,
there's no faking a slam.
And you can imagine like the Rock. Like the Rock was like one point he was like fucking like he was like a unit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He lost all that weight, and then you could tell like that was like something that was killing his body. I mean, he's still kind of brolic now, but like he's not as what he was back in the days, yo. He was just like muscles over muscles and shit.
Yo, I don't know. Rock is weird because when Rock was wrestling, he went through phases. Like he was like big, then he got slim, and then after when he was Slim Rock with the little slick hair stuff like that, he left wrestling. He got big again. Like he got all swollen. We would call it like Swole Rock. looked like he ate the other rock. It looked like he ate the other, and now I look like he's slimming down again. You know, so it's like,
yeah, that's. I could imagine. Like, I don't work out every day, but these guys are like waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting reps in and shit like every day, and eating like crazy. So like that, I could imagine that's just like, putting stress. Because I think I was reading like a study, and it's like your brain and your heart doesn't know like the difference between like fat and muscle when it comes down to like weight, like the weight of your body. So like you can be like brolic, but at 340 pounds, your heart doesn't know
your
the
heart still
difference.
got to pump blood all over that. Yeah,
Yeah,
still
so
on
like
strain.
so I was hearing like sometimes like it's still considered unhealthy to be that big. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you gotta do
Yeah.
a lot of cardio to outbalance.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And but when you do cardio, you're not gonna be as muscular. You're gonna be fucking kind of lean.
People
That's-
forget Schwarzenegger caught a heart attack. People forget Schwarzenegger caught a heart attack.
Word?
When he was, I think he was jogging one time, and Schwarzenegger got a heart attack, and that's when he started doing all that cardio shit. He started talking about repping cardio because he used to just be all about weightlifting and lifting weights. And my man went for a jog. His heart was like, "Yo, what you doing, bro? We don't do this."
I'm not laughing at the
No, I know you. I know.
I'm laughing at the fact that like the heart is like, yo, what you doing? Like you've been training me to do this one thing, and then you're gonna change it up and like, nah.
Yeah. So now he does like he used to be like all about weights. Now he talks about the benefits of doing cardio now as well because he had that scare. That shit ain't no joke.
I guess they gotta work out some like new like deals, right? Is that ever gonna happen where they're gonna give these wrestlers kind of like a better situation? Like,
well, I mean, wrestlers nowadays are like a lot different than it was in the past. There's no longer that like perfect body wrestler anymore. Like, I mean, some of them still have like muscular bodies and stuff, but like nowadays wrestlers be looking like me and you and shit. Like they be like
I see like wrestlers that have like no definition, just like straight regular.
Yeah, nowadays it's like me and you. They just in there wrestling and stuff. So it's like a lot of shit. They weren't easy on it. There's like skinny wrestlers, fat wrestlers. We're completely. I don't want to say fat. I'll say overweight. I'm not gonna insult them like that. I would say fat, but like overweight wrestlers, like highly overweight wrestlers and stuff. Like the body. I remember the only overweight wrestlers I used to see was Yokozuna, King Kong Bundy, and Kamala. And that was like their specialty to be that overweight. But nowadays you have so many wrestlers.
Right? Rashiki was big too.
Rikishi too, yeah.
Rikishi
was slim when he was younger, but then when he got older, he got that big booty and everything, the gut. So.
That man, he used that booty as a fucking. That was a move.
Yeah, bro.
Straight ass in your face.
Oh man, but yeah, now they eased up on that whole like, oh, you gotta look like this now. Now they just care about if you could keep up with the in-ring work. Like you gotta have the stamina to do it. That's all they care about now.
Damn. Crazy, man. But yeah, so we're sending our thoughts and prayers to the families on both wrestlers.
Yeah.
As of right now, they want some privacy, so we're gonna give them that. We just want to acknowledge that we know and sending our condolences out there to the family. So how was your week? So we're gonna get into some like some regular paying the bills, finding out how y'all weeks went.
Yeah, my week was pretty good. Nothing crazy. Just I watched AHSOKA.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
That's kind of about it. This weekend is the girlfriend's birthday.
The girlfriend.
So we're gonna go to
the girlfriend.
We're gonna go rail biking.
Happy future birthday.
My man says it like he's he's already had like years of marriage with her. Like, oh, it's the girlfriend's birthday.
Yeah.
Got the old golden chain. Yeah, but shout out to her, man. Happy birthday.
Yeah. That's really about it. That's going on. It's not too much.
All right.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to her. That was very rude. I didn't say nothing about it. Like, yo, happy birthday to her. I didn't realize that. I was stay quiet with it.
Sometimes we be on our own, thoughts, man. It's sometimes you're just thinking about the next thing that we're gonna talk about. Cause this is a live show, so we got to be on point. So I mean, my week, nothing too crazy. I watched. I Fresh recommended a show a while back, and I kind of was like, nah, I ain't gonna watch it. He was like, it's really good. I'm like, nah, I don't know. Until it's finished, I want to hear more about it. It's called The Lioness. It's called Special Ops Lioness. It was Zoe Saldana.
Oh, that's that Taylor Sheridan show, yeah.
Yeah. See, again, you knew this, right? I didn't know this. So my father called me. He goes, yo, you watching this show, Lioness? I'm like, nah, I heard that show's whack. He's like, nah, man, it's Tyler. He first name basis. I'm like, Yellowstone Tyler? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'm watching it. And I went on Discord and I was like, you failed to mention this fucking name by Tyler, bro. I'm a fucking, when anything that he makes is like, I love it. Like, Tulsa King, fucking all the,
I still gotta watch Tulsa King. I didn't watch that.
Tulsa King was dope, man. If you're a fucking, Sylvester Stallone fucking fan, you gotta go ahead and you gotta show up, man. Season 2 might be coming out. I don't know. Writer strike. What else? Let me see. I finished Dark Winds. It's on AMC Plus. It was a movie back in the days. It had Lou Diamond Phillips. He played he was a Native American FBI agent.
You haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, Lou Diamond Jesus. So yeah, we just finished that right before the show. So we on season 1. So season 2 just came out like a couple of months ago. So that's already out. So I'm gonna binge that. We did AHSOKA. I watched the Meg 2 again. I don't know how this that is like my guilty pleasure when it comes down to Jason Statham. I was never like a big fan of him. Like I used to watch whatever he was in, like he was cameo somewhere, it was cool. But I never got into like those other movies like Pranked and all that shit. So this is like his thing. So like watching Meg and like this movie is like stupid. It's like, yeah, that's the kind of movies he does. Like he's been doing for the last 20 years. I'm like, all right.
Meg too. Wait till you find out there's the book series that's very popular.
Meg?
Yeah. That's literally the first book was called The Meg. The second book was called The Trench, this is why they call it Meg 2, The Trench. And there's a whole nother book series. And if this keeps going, it really keeps doing well, they're gonna come out with more from the book series.
News to me, man. So it came out on digital today. So I was able to watch it like through my means. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It didn't do like crazy numbers, but it did enough where they could make another one. And people just like it. It's like people that like Sharknado. Like there's an audience that really fucking enjoys Sharknado. Like they get the box sets and all that kind of shit. I'm like, really? I guess
where else can you go to see a shark fight a kraken?
Bro.
That shit was crazy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Shit. And like not for nothing, like for a movie that's like really like it's kind of like B-level shit, like the CGI look better than most of the shit that we've been getting, like that's high end. I'm like, yo, like yo, if you think that Vin Diesel holding an engine was peak, nah, you gotta watch
that leg strip for Jason Statham. That Jason Statham leg strip, yeah.
My man held up. I know, the movie's still new, so I don't want to give spoilers out. But this,
man, it's been out for weeks.
My man Jason held up a fucking megalodon, bro. He held up a megalodon, bro. So space, like really?
A chomping megalodon, nigga. This is like nigga, it's like. Yeah,
I don't know, man. I mean,
if you go, nigga told Vin, hold my beer, yeah.
Word. If you going into these movies and expecting logic, bro, I'm sorry, man. It's a disservice to you, bro. Like this is not that kind of movie. Like this is like for real. Turn your brain off and watch the movie.
Yeah,
like
I know it was turn your brain off when it started put on those mech suits and started walking under the trench weight. I was like, yo, ain't no way you could go outside of that water, bro. You're done. Yo.
They had like flimsy fucking like soft clothing. How soft clothing holding pressure back, bro? That shit is wild, bro. My man rode a wave from a shark. Yeah, I can't. That movie will get you pissed off. You start talking about it.
Nah, man, I love that shit. I love all that shit. That crazy. Those are my guilty pleasures, man.
Yeah.
Show me the unbelievable shit, yo.
I watched the Meg. I watched the Meg once, like the first Meg, like multiple times. I enjoy that movie a whole lot. I mean, the CGI was a little more like they took a serious tone with that movie, but this one here is like they're like fucking like
let's have fun.
Let's have fun with this shit because people are gonna just not believe this shit. I was watching the show with Steph. She caught the last part of the movie. She's like, "What the hell's going on here?" It's like, "Is this real?" She says, "Is this Sharknado?" I'm like, "No, it's not Sharknado, bro." Sharknado's wild, by the way. Like,
how many are they up to now?
I would say 7. Guessing, I think it's 7 of them.
Oh, let's do a fact check.
I would say it's more than 5.
I never got into the Sharknado stuff. I was like,
bro.
There are 7 Sharknado movies.
Yeah, we should do a watch party for Sharknado. Watch the first one, dude. That shit is stupid.
It's sharks in a tornado swirling around. I saw it, man. It was like, once I saw that, I just turned the TV on. Like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, bro. Like, you don't want to get attacked by sharks. Don't be in the water. Like, if you're on land, chill. You good? Nah, not this movie, bro. They attack you.
No, they come to you.
It's almost like that movie. It came out a while. It came out like in I think the 70s or 80s, early 80s. It was called Orca, and it was about an orca, a killer whale. It's like fucking shit up on land. No, he was not on land. He was in the water, but managed to fucking fuck shit. Like, yeah, look that shit up, man. It's called the Orca.
Wasn't there one with a deer? Was this like it's like a B movie? It's like it's a deer going on a rampage, just killing people.
I can imagine, bro. They had Cujo.
They'll make a movie about any animal going on a rampage, bro.
It's fear mongering, bro.
No, but I think this one was like possessed by like the devil.
It was all beast. It was all about a lion going on a rampage.
Crazy. Yeah, man. Other than that, man, my week has been pretty chill. Still job hunting. I think I got some more headway. So hopefully things will be looking good within the next week or two. But other than that, man, chill. Our TikTok, crazy enough, our TikTok went up to 2,300. I'm like, that shit is wild. It was like 500 like last week. So it's moving up, man. It's moving up. We're trying to get that stream key.
Getting there.
Trying to get that stream key. So we'll be streaming on TikTok as well as this shit if we can, if it's possible. But
I was thinking of like you taking the live access you have now and just streaming you, but then I was like, oh, they're not only gonna hear you, not anything else. So it's just gonna be like a one-sided conversation you're gonna be having.
Got it. How was your week, Brad?
My week was good. I can't complain. I went to work. Got called a bully by a thief.
What the? Explain.
Yeah, it was weird.
What the fuck?
Bro, it was trying to steal my charge. It was in his waist. I'm like, bro, give me my charges in your waist. And he's like, man, do y'all really got to do this? What is it to you? I said, bro, when you steal it affects people's labor hours and stuff. It's not a harmless crime. Like, and then, you try to start lecturing me about like corporations and blah, blah, blah. And I just said, I do not care. Give me your ID. And he said, I don't have my ID. I said, you don't have your ID? I said, all right, then I'm going to call the cops. If you don't have your ID, I got to call the cops. And he said, well, call the cops then. I ain't scared, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to do nothing to me. They're not going to charge me for my charge. I said, you don't think you're going to go to jail over this my charge? Nah, they're not going to take me. You want to bet? I said, all right, call the cops for real. I said, call the cops for real. He said, what? I said, yeah, I'm calling the cops. You think they're not going to take you? They're going to take you. So then he pulled out the ID, and I said, that's what I thought, man. Give me your damn ID. And he said, yo, you're a bully, bro. Dude, like, yo, you a bully, bro. Like, I said, yeah, only to thieves, yo. And I wrote his shit. I wrote his information down. I gave him his trespass. Told him don't show up again. Yo, I'm gonna have you locked up. Fucking know-it-all white guy, man. It's fucking asshole, bro.
It's wild. Castor's here. Yo, Castor's popping, homie.
What's good, fellas? What's good?
What's up, bro? Yeah, man. No, white guys.
But it's weird because like I think you posted some shit on Facebook, like or maybe on Instagram, one of your stories about like motherfuckers going in fucking stealing shit. Like they could just have a mob and just run in and you really can't do shit. It's like,
oh yeah, I was saying it was a story because those girls I was robbing that store in California, like Brazen. They had a fucking big ass sack and they just throw stuff in the sack right in front of the workers. And like I don't know what the laws are in California, but it must be strict on like not touching these niggas because these crimes are like the whole shit with the Apple shit where the people ran out with the stuff. California, the Gucci shit where all the people ran out with those Gucci bags and Gucci clothes in California.
I'm here because they lowered the penalty rate. Like it's a misdemeanor used to be like I think had like a minimum. Then I think they increased it.
No, well, so
some shit like that. They changed it.
It's still the same, but I think what happened was word of mouth got around that stores like asset protection people can't touch you.
Yeah.
They're like,
they don't want
if
to
I
risk the
can
lawsuits. A lot of stores.
So if I can get in and out of this place before cops, like you can get in and out of a store within 3 fucking minutes. Cops are not gonna get there in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's gonna take the person to call to make the complaint, and then it's gonna take cops at least, I would say, 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, you got at least 10 minutes.
So you have like a whole fucking 5-minute fucking getaway, giveaway situation. Like, and that's what they doing, bro. They're like, fuck it.
Bro.
I'm just gonna take my shit, cover my face, I'm chilling.
You know the best way to just say this shit? You ever watch Beverly Hills Cop 2? Where the niggas doing the time? They're like, 5 minutes! And bro, it's like that right now. Niggas is like, they counting down the time. I'm like, how they gotta get in, get out, and run out of there, bro.
I mean, y'all remember all them dudes that ran up in that Macy's? That what was it? I think it was a Macy's, right? That was out here.
Nah, it can't be Herald Square. Herald Square be
no. It wasn't Herald.
Fight. Macy's
nah,
fight.
it was like it wasn't too long ago. You remember? It was like 50 dudes, all black, ski masks and gloves and all that, and they ran in one of them high class stores.
Yeah, it's a high class. Yeah, one of those high end stores. It wasn't me.
Yeah,
I know for a
Macy's,
fact those Macy's dudes are fighting. Yo, them dudes.
Yo, bro,
they got they got an edge on their shoulders. They got a chip on their shoulders.
They was doing that shit around COVID. COVID, like mass sneaker shops got
raided.
ransacked.
Yeah, and
like you can't do nothing. Like you can't do shit, bro. Like those motherfuckers out there selling like the Eminem fucking Jordan 3s that's worth $40,000. They didn't know the Rally. They were selling them for like $400. Like, yo, bro, you wildin'. I wish I was around. I would have bought them shits. But bro, like, it's wild, man.
So I said they need to revise the merchant laws because like they need to let merchants be able to protect their goods. Like this is ridiculous, bro. Like because it's not a harmless crime. Like I was saying, like when you steal something, like we said before in the show, like it affects the laborers of the people that work there. So like the company's gonna get their money back. So
they got insurance for all that shit.
Bro, they got insurance, but the insurance rate is going up.
Yeah,
because every time you lose, you think insurance is just gonna say, "Okay, we got you covered."
No, yeah, they're gonna up it, but they still covered though.
But so then how they gonna what they're gonna do to cover the up fee? They're gonna take away from labor,
start cutting back. Yeah,
what they got to start doing, what like companies should do, because people are not gonna stop doing this bullshit, right? They're gonna have people always want the new shit, right? So what they need to start doing is where like you have insurance for like. For items and shit, they should have like insurance for the employees, like our insurance, like wage insurance, where employees don't lose their time. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of fucked up because if somebody ransacks Best Buy right now and steals fucking 40 fucking MacBooks, and that's like $250,000, what they're gonna do? They're gonna fucking
hours are gonna be cut next week, bro. You best believe you working like 5 hours, and you're gonna be in the park. There's gonna be one person covering like
By
5
yourself.
departments by himself. Like, yo, bro, like, yo.
Yo, you're gonna have that one supervisor be like, yo, we're gonna have to like make up. So if you could sell a Mac, I need you to sell a PC to go along with it. Just let them know it's included in the price.
Wow.
I remember they used to do that shit,
It
bro.
really is be like that.
Like, yo, selling this PlayStation, you get this TV, and then you also get the Sony camera with it.
Remember we used to get the
surround
bundle
shot,
shit, and
the
then
sound
fucking
bar.
that shit
Best
would
Buy
only
Black,
be like
Dark Secrets.
$2-3 discount.
Bro,
Yeah,
man, this is
I need
crazy.
I need you to bundle in 6 antiviruses for 12 months each. Yeah, bro, let them know it's all free. It's all included for the family, bro.
It's wild.
It's just crazy, bro.
Everybody get a key.
They said, "Nah, we can't discount the item. We discount cables, though. They want to discount the cable."
Yeah, I give you a cut off that HDMI. But you gotta buy a PS5 and a fucking TV and all that extra shit.
And take up $20 off the cable.
HDMIs were like the biggest scam in basketball ever, bro.
Hey, I still work there. Don't get me fired.
No. Well, I don't know if it's different now. When I was working there back in the days, like it was like the monster shits, the monster ones. Like them shits didn't perform any better than the ones. Yeah, the gold tips. I'm like, bro, that shit was like $90 for a 3-foot fucking HDMI, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. I used to have the insignia.
Yeah, they was getting people.
Used to get the insignia shit.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Rocket Fish is insignia.
Rocket Fish, bro.
Yeah,
just do the same. It's just me. That's George Lopez and me. That's the same shit.
It's the same
the
that's the
same
same thing.
The same shit. But yeah, so all that craziness aside, I started watching the second half of season 2. Baki Hanma came back, so I started watching that a little bit. It's an crazy fighting anime show. The people who don't know what Baki is if you like over the top gore fighting, that's Baki's your anime. Also saw Blue Beetle, good movie. I'm sad to see the way. I'm gonna touch on it later. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna touch on it now. Sad to see that, like, you know, a lot of people not going out to see this movie, and it's actually really a good fucking movie. And it's representing the Hispanic culture very well with respect, and nobody's going to go see it. It's kind of crazy to me, bro. Like, yo, like, this is your chance. Like, I don't want to hear no complaints from the Mexicans or Brazilians about representation again. Like, if they don't go support this movie, bro. This movie flops. I want to hear about it. Because when you had a movie with representation, y'all didn't go see it.
Yeah, some guy on TikTok. Some guy was on TikTok talking about some Spanish. He was like, I'm not gonna go see this movie. This movie is garbage. And there's a lot of like what do you call it, stereotypes in this movie. He's like, I myself is Latino. I'm like, I put a quotation marks in his comment like, I myself is Latino. The way he pronounces Latino, I'm like, yo, bro. I said this movie is not only for Latinos. It's representation, but it doesn't alienate any other fucking cultures out there. Go see it, right? It's like you don't say like Black Panther's only for Black folks. It celebrated African culture, but it was not only for Africans. It was for everyone. Everyone enjoyed it. I'm like, yo, it's stupid. Like, it's just people are gonna be people. They're gonna be fucking stupid.
Well, it's weird. Like I'm in this like also this group. You know, we talk about DC Marvel movies, all that shit, and like people saying, "Oh, it's the studio's fault about Blue Beetle." I'm like, no, it's not the studio's fault. I had to like argue that down. Like, nah, this time it's not the studio's fault. Like I said, Blue Beetle flops. This is 100% the movie going watcher's fault because this movie is really good. I enjoyed it. It was a really good movie, and nobody's gonna go see. Nobody's going out to see it. Nobody's supporting it, and they had good advertising. The advertising was good. The movie we made is good. So what else can the studio do? They can't put a gun to your head and say, "Oh, go watch the movie right now. Go in the theater and watch that movie." They can't do that. Yeah. So I mean, what more can they do? If it flops, it's because you guys are not going out to see it. But it's but they put out, bad movies in the past. I said every studio's put out bad movies in the past. Universal, Disney, Sony, all of them, you name them, they put out bad movies in the past. Have that stopped you from seeing movies in the future? So what are we talking about right now, yo?
I think you do yourself a disservice to anyone if you're giving a review about a movie that you have not seen. I think if you've seen the movie,
or like that guy did the Chip and Dale review.
Oh my god, bro!
I think it was I saw this one kind of little snippet of an interview, I think with Kevin Bacon, where he was saying about how movies used to be before like the internet and all these like Rotten Tomatoes and everything. Like people will go to the movie and judge for themselves if they like the movie. Now everybody's using like Rotten Tomato scores, all these review sites, instead of going to the movies and seeing for themselves if it's actually good or not.
Yeah, I mean that's the hype mentality. Like when I sometimes I do kind of bask into the whole like Rotten Tomato shit. But I get excited when I see audience score. I don't care about the critic score. I care about the audience score. And I'm like, yo, if the audience is excited about it, I want to get excited too. But like I really don't let that hinder my like. I still go out and see it and then have my own fucking thoughts and how I feel about the movie. But there's people out there that be like, don't watch this movie. Don't go out there and watch this movie. It's trash. Oh, have you seen it? No, I haven't seen it yet. Like, really? What the fuck you doing, dude? Like, you shouldn't be talking about it. It is dumb. And this movie, it sucks because it's already dealing with a handicap, right? Where actors and fucking, writers can't fucking promote the movie, right? So it's only based on word of mouth and us to speak on these movies so it can expand its reach. No, it sucks, man.
All I'm saying is everybody who I seen, like, who's told me they went to go see the movie, they said they enjoyed themselves. Like, they enjoyed the movie. It was a good time.
Had a good time.
The movie's really good. I think probably one of DC's best movies that they released. Like,
he's there. He's
see
there.
That's what I was about to say. So I wasn't bugging, right?
But I didn't see the movie yet. I didn't say I wasn't arguing with you.
No. I hear you. Because I guess because we were talking about it because I think we was too excited about seeing because it was like fresh and we was like, this movie is like really like good. It might be like we kind of like was like teetering that this might be like the best what they had come out in a while. And he was like, yeah. So the fact that you said that, I'm glad because it's a good movie, bro. Regardless of how we feel and our differences or whatever it is, it's a good time, dude.
It was a good time. The story made sense. They respected they showed a lot of respect to the Hispanic culture and like the resiliency of Hispanic people. If you saw what they were going through, like what the family was going through in this movie, and the fact that they showed all that resiliency to stick together and handle what they got to handle, like, bro.
And that was my thing too, though. The whole family, like all of them were characters. Like that's what I was trying to say without spoiling it. Like I think the moms was the only one that really got shorted, but everybody in that family was a integral character in that movie.
Yeah, it's a good time. Someone did mention. I think it was. I forgot where I saw it. Somebody did mention that this movie is followed beat by beat for Ant-Man. I was dying, bro. I was laughing for the most part. I was like, "Oh, that doesn't, it's bullshit now." Like, I still had a good time. I had a good time with Ant-Man. I thought Ant-Man 1 was one of the best ones.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, the whole theme with the Blue Beetle is family. You can tell, like, you can see the good family with the bad family. And it's like the whole theme of the movie is all about family. And it's a good time. It's a good time. So if you're not going to go see it, you're doing yourself a disservice, especially if you like superhero movies and you're not going out to support this one. You're doing yourself a huge disservice.
And I also think that James Gunn is going to keep him on, bro.
No, he is. He already said it. Depending on the movie, he's good.
I don't believe a lot of things James Gunn says, so that's why I'm like, I think like it's plain. Like he's going to keep him like for real, not like backtracking because he's a sweetheart, dude. Like Shaw is fucking like he's great in this fucking role, and it was just not only his roles, like a lot, like Fresh Ed and you, and there's a family dynamic. Like it's
Abuela,
bro. Like people don't even realize that. Like
nah, that's a big one.
No, that's my favorite character, bro.
Like people don't even realize like they made a city for the Hispanic people in this world. Like they introduced a new city to us in this movie. Like Palmera City is not a real city that was in the comics. It's like The dude Jaime is from El Paso, Texas.
Yeah.
And they made him his own city, and they have their own city now. They gave the Hispanic people their own
did
city.
that recently. They did that recently in the comics, right?
Yeah.
And
It's a new thing because I guess they kind of like branching off from like having like real cities and like like try to
well,
keep up with,
DC
like,
they don't like to just have real cities and stuff. They used to have
Yeah.
like their made up city like Star City, Coast City,
But
Gotham.
but
Central.
even I know he was from like Texas, but like it was definitely not like a Texas theme. That should look like Miami.
No, it was I think it's California.
Yeah,
California. It looked like Miami.
Yeah.
It looked like the Keys. It looked like
it
Keys,
did look like a mix of Miami.
I mean, the colors was definitely Miami though.
Right,
Everything was
right.
fucking. Everything was purple, bro.
I'm not well versed on the traveling, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, even like. I think the only like weak character out of that whole movie is probably Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon.
But even like her henchman, like there was a kind of an arc with him, even though it was kind of like shorted. Like you felt for him, like you understood, like you didn't, because we didn't ask those questions. We just assumed that he was.
I'm mad they left it so late though to throw that in there. Because if they would have peppered that in, that would have made it even better. It felt rushed throwing it in there like that, but it was still good.
They said the voice of Ted Korg is Peter Sudeikis.
Really?
Yeah. They assuming it's not 100%, but they said that might be Ted Korg, which makes perfect sense because if you align him with Chris Pratt as Booster Gold, bro,
that's gonna be retarded,
bro. Jason Sudeikis and fucking Chris Pratt in the same screen, bro.
I can see that.
I'm in.
See that. Yeah,
that'd be a show. That's kind of
it definitely got to be a show, right?
Yeah. So it makes sense. Like you don't keep them like crazy, but yeah, I mean that'd be pretty cool. Like Pop's still alive, he's still around. It explained, and it was kind of cool, like to hear like George Lopez's like his superheroes.
That was tight.
He's like, oh, he was my superhero like back in the days. Like that's Blue Beetle. Oh my god, like that's not we didn't call him Blue Beetle. Yeah, it was a good
He's
time,
better than Batman. He had a sense of humor.
He said Batman's a fascist. Yeah,
because it makes people got upset about that shit, but like if you think about it, right? Like Batman could cure crime, right? If he just gave his money up, right? So it's like, Batman
just
like,
pure poverty, and you'll be done.
But he doesn't know who Batman is, so I guess that's one for it. That was good.
So that movie is good. I'm trying to finish Supernatural. Been watching season 14. Yeah, I got one more season to go.
Damn.
I mean, I haven't started from scratch. I used to watch the series like with it, but then I stopped watching season 14 live. So that's the season I gotta continue from to finish it. It's on Netflix got the rest of the episodes. So I gotta finish Supernatural.
Did you hear about that Netflix shit with the fucking Suits being played 13 billion minutes, 13 billion hours? That's how much it clocked in. You watching Suits? I like damn, bro. That's a
they just put Suits up there too.
I haven't got into it. I heard it was good.
I love that show. I was watching it when it was on regular TV. I love that show.
Damn.
My thing was White Collar. I like the White Collar. I feel like
I like that too. Yeah.
I feel like it didn't get enough burn.
Nah, that was dope too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What else should I do? Watch AHSOKA. Again, even though I fell asleep before, I watched it again. The second time.
Wow.
And it was entertaining. I can't knock it. I enjoyed it. That's pretty much it. I didn't really do that much. I was working on my figure drawing today, my gesture drawing. Trying to expand my art expertise and shit. So I've been doing gesture practice today, the whole day. And that's pretty much it.
That's what's up, man. That's good. I'm glad that your week went good.
Yeah, smooth.
Yeah, that sounds smooth. Fresh Prince, man, how was your week, man?
What's good? What's good? I mean, I'm late and shit, trying to get this shit going. But it's been a cool week. It was definitely fun. Getting to do that watch party with you on Tuesday. So we did AHSOKA. So that was cool. Yeah, I'm happy you're enjoying. I mean, it's not like I made it, but I'm happy you're enjoying Lioness because, like, I appreciate when people actually like things.
Oh my god, bro! I can't get
that
enough of this shit. I'm
current. That's what I was trying to tell you, bro. That's how, now you see how I was feeling when I was trying to explain it to y'all. Now, like that shit is crazy, bro. Like I love that show.
Yeah,
you probably passed me now. Has Morgan Freeman popped in yet? When you've been watching
the
it?
last episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. Oh,
so,
shit.
so you passed me. Yeah, I'm waiting for the next episode so I could binge the next two. But yeah, I'm loving that show. Speaking of Netflix and things that they just do on Netflix, Ballers. Like I love that show, but I kind of got caught off. I cut off when I think season 4 or
last
something
season
like that.
Last
yeah,
season
they was taking a minute and I got cut off. But I finished it actually this week. I watched the last season 4 and 5 this week and fucking love that show. And
yeah, once he started
man.
Once he started like pursuing that XFL shit, I was like, not XFL, the Raiders, the Las Vegas shit.
Yeah.
That's when I kind of like fell off because it kind of like
that's when I fell off too. Yeah, that's when I fell off too. So I picked back up from there. But it was cool. I mean, if you don't mind spoilers, like by the end of it, it was just a wild shit. Everybody ended up doing their own thing, going separate ways, and he ended up being the owner of the Chiefs, and it was still wild trouble and stuff going on with that, but it's cool. So I'm not gonna spoil too much. So if you want to go back and watch it, like it is definitely worth it. I enjoyed it watching it this week. So I hit that. I know I watched another show. After Party, I think it's called. It's this new show that they got on. Well, it's not new because they got a second season now. But with Tiffany Haddish, and it's a bunch of comedians on Apple TV. Have you guys heard of that?
I heard about it. I saw it. I didn't see the show. I saw the previews. Yeah.
Okay. I really enjoyed it. It was cool. It was like if anybody watched Clue back in the days, it's like almost a throwback to Clue, but because it's a show, I like the way they switched the dynamic of how like it's a murder mystery, and by the first episode somebody dies, and excuse me, Tiffany Haddish is a detective. She comes in to figure out what's going on or whatever in the first season. And, they go through the first season and like every episode is a different point of view from one of the other people that she's interviewing. So that's the way they switch up the genres and what's going on in the show, depending on whose point of view it is. So I kind of like that aspect of it. And I'm pretty much, I got one more episode. I got to watch I think it came out already. So I have to watch the last episode for season 2. But yeah, I mean, obviously I liked it. I binged both seasons, so that was cool too. So I think if anybody has free time, you're in the mood to watch like a comedy. It's not really a thriller, but it's a comedy murder mystery type situation. So it's kind of funny. It's cool. A lot of different comedians in it. As far as like season 2, you got season 1. I'll start with season 1. You got Dave Franco and I forgot the main black dude's name, but he's a comedian too that I've seen in a couple other things. He's kind of funny. But there's a lot of different people that they bring into it. It's definitely worth a watch if you're looking for something to watch. I was watching another show with my son on Netflix called Met Cadets, I think it was. And it's kind of like a 3D animated type situation, almost like the way Rebels and Clone Wars was. It's about aliens coming, almost like a Pacific Rim type situation, but the robots are sentient though, so they do bond with the humans, but they're sentient on their own as well. So it's like they have to bond with the humans and then trying to protect the planet from these aliens that are coming to invade. It's like more of monsters and not really like sentient aliens on some devious plot shit, but just like monsters. So it's kind of cool for kids. So anybody that has kids and, something that you're looking to watch with them, that's a cool show to get into. I think that's pretty much all I watched this week. I'll probably think of something later, but yeah, that's pretty much about it. I don't want to take too much time. We can get into the other topics of what's going on, though. But it's been a cool week, and I'm happy to be back with you guys.
It ain't much happening. So if you got shit to talk about it.
I mean, yeah, I feel like I watched some other stuff, but again, you know how we do, so it'll probably pop back up later when somebody says something. But yeah, I'm good for now.
That's what's up, man. Oh man, not that much happened this week, other than like fucking Trump getting arrested with, I don't know, that should look like a RICO. That should look like it was like Young Thug and his whole crew getting locked up. That shit was crazy, bro.
Yo, the Giuliani mugshot is crazy.
Yo,
bro.
Giuliani, bro.
Looking like a Reaper.
That guy, it's funny because I was watching the Painkillers documentary. It was not like a documentary. It was like a docu-series, but it was more or less like actors playing, you know, what happened in the events and shit with like the whole like what was it, Oxycontin and some shit like that. He was one of the fucking like lawyers for the motherfuckers to get off of a lot of shit. I'm like, damn, bro. So like he finally got his coming up, and bro, like that dude, like he's been like wilding, bro, and it seems like you could tell he does some like really dirty shit because his body starts to look like more like a fucking like a demon, bro. He looks weird, bro. Like he just looks.
My mother said that's when the evil coming out through their pores.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
He's like live action lizard people, bro. Like he just starting to look like a lizard.
It's wild, Sith, bro. Man. They start getting that rock, man. It starts to show.
Nah,
but the rock.
The Trump mugshot looks low key hard, bro. I like that shit. Though. He like that shit's like an album cover, bro. Like
I didn't even see.
Man is over here like.
Like I'll wear that as a shirt if he was not a president. Like if he was like Trump when Trump was cool, right? Because we always fucking with Trump
in the 90s, right? Trump in the 90s.
And fucking in Home Alone 2 when he saw the Trump cameo, bro, I was like, oh shit, Trump. Like we stopped fucking with Trump the moment he became president. So yeah, he was like, come on.
We stopped fucking with Trump when we start saying racist shit. Make America great again for who, nigga?
Yeah, I mean that's the whole when the president shit. Yeah, but before that, Trump was cool. He was doing his. He was in his own bag, firing people left and right. He fired. That was his whole shtick.
You fired.
And that was it. Yeah, man. Nah, but he got locked up. He
played himself, man. He played himself.
If this dude gets off, you just know he's never gonna get arrested. Like I mean, he's never gonna serve time. He's always gonna.
He's not getting off.
Yeah.
He's gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna do prison time, but he's not getting off. I don't think he's gonna walk away and not get a not guilty on everything, bro. Like,
I mean,
he been found guilty on something.
So like, it's weird. Like they can charge him with some shit, but it'll take like years to bring this shit to court. But if he gets elected before the proceedings, they can't go for him anymore.
Oh, it's not gonna be years. So my man asked for a speedy trial.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He tried to call the bluff on one of the judges. He thought one of the judges gonna say, "Oh, we can't accommodate that right now." So, yeah, I want to speedy. Yeah, the judge said, "All right, bet speedy trial." Now he trying like. That's why he had to go take his mugshot so fast and shit, yo. Because they said, "Oh, you want a speedy trial, right?" So then he's like, "Nah, give me time." Nah, Shorty said, "Yo, bring your ass down here by the end of the week. If not, we're gonna have the marshals looking for you."
Yo, there was one dude that was part of the RICO. I mean, I don't know if this is considered a RICO because they has multiple people, right?
It is RICO. Yeah.
Yeah. So they had a black dude that got caught up in this shit, and he was the only one that didn't get bombed. He was the only one that didn't get he's still in jail right now.
What?
That's the nigga that's gonna talk. That's the nigga that's gonna talk.
Yep.
I'm singing.
That's exactly why. Yep.
I'm singing.
She know what she doing.
And there was some other people too, like some like the head of like Black Voices for Trump, like they got caught up in that shit. Like,
everybody's in that shit, bro. They were trying to overthrow the government, bro. Everybody's caught in that shit. The nigga who's over there calling people talking about attorney vote. One of the dudes say, "Hey man, my advice to you is to get yourself a good attorney."
Yeah.
Yo, legit, he told him like, he let him know beforehand that he's gonna get in legal trouble. And look now, he got locked up. They asked him, "Yo, did you get your mugshot taken?" He's like, "No question, no comment."
If he's talking, bro, he's dead, bro. There you go, bro. Those correctional officers, they like Aryan Brotherhood, bro. Like, if you trying to go against like Trump and all that shit, you dead. Like, yo, Jeffrey Epstein, bro, he was about to talk. It was about to be a different. If he would have lived, it would have been a different Hollywood right now. If he lived and he spoke about what he had in his dossier or whatever that shit was, Hollywood would have been looking real different.
Bro, it's not even. I don't even think it's like him giving up the names. That the names was not the issue. I think he was about to give up the islands, yo. Cause it was more there's more than one Epstein Island, bro. There's more than one island where they doing that shit. So
no,
they just knew about his island. So I think he was about to give up all the islands, like
bro,
that's doing that crap, yo.
My man had names, bro. Like he had like high profile people that was paying for like young workers. Can't say certain words, but he was wilding. He was wilding.
Like bunch of Geppettos, yo.
I like that one. Did you just come up with that right now?
Nah, that's what they use on
YouTube.
Fire.
That's
what they use on YouTube to say the pedophile. Bunch of Geppettos.
We was about to copyright that shit. Put that on a shirt.
We're on a shirt.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy, man. Yo, have you noticed like all these fucking like I don't know if you guys have like the Citizen app on your phone. I've been getting like things all fucking day about fires, bro. It was been mad fires. It's looking like fucking the Bronx in 1980. Mad fires, bro. I'm like, yo, it's crazy because I think people are taking their like electric mopeds and taking them to the crib versus leaving it parked outside because I think if they leave it outside, cops are like confiscating them shits. So they taking it in the crib and them just catching fire because they're being overcharged. Because those Chinese batteries are not like regulated. They juice all the way up and they juice all the way down. I'm like, damn, man, these fucking fires, bro.
Man, really, I don't trust none of them shits to be in my house, bro. All them shits exploded. All them little charging lithium shit's been exploding lately, bro. People eat cigarettes, explode in their pockets and shit. Nah,
that was a funny one. I was like, how does that? Yeah, people overcharge. Even like the Samsung phones back in the days, like they stopped making the phones. Like you couldn't get on a plane with that phone if you had it. They're like,
nah, remember CeeLo shit when that shit blew up in his ear, and pop, nigga flew back. Yeah, I still remember that shit when the phone blew up in his ear. Nigga flew backwards and rolled.
Nah, that's crazy, man. I don't know, man. A weird world, man.
Bro, weird. We have people like you're being shown irrefutable evidence that Trump did these fucking things, and people are still like, "Oh no, this is the Democrats using the judicial system to attack Trump." What? I'm baffled at how stupid people are because, like, how many Republican presidents have we had, and the Democrats have never done anything like this to any of them? I haven't seen Bush go through trial for anything. I haven't seen his father go through trial for anything. Reagan,
they tried to. They tried to get Bush with that whole like weapons of mass destruction shit when there was nothing.
But they were just talk. They was all talk. They were just mad because Bush lied to them to get the little pop off he wanted to get on Saddam for him. He did it for his pops, yo. His pops had beef with Saddam. And he can't, the son come and clean up the work of the father, yo. So he said, you know what? He said, "Pops, I got you. I'm gonna go handle this.
You're not lying though. That shit is factual.
I'm over here like I don't even think it was the son. I think it was the pops handling the shit the whole time.
it was pops. Trust me, it was the father, Dick Cheney, and the son, bro. That's all.
Yeah.
It was the pops of Dick Cheney, but he just had the power. He had to give
the son was a pawn, bro.
Bro, that shit was they took Saddam out, bro. My man, see, I ain't even do nothing. Bro.
Wow.
You know they wanted that nigga. How you find a dude in a hole? They couldn't find Saddam, but they could find Saddam. They couldn't find what's his name?
Bin Laden.
Bin Laden. They couldn't find Bin Laden, But they can find Saddam Hussein in a random hole in the desert,
he,
bro.
he wanted that nigga, bro. He wanted him, bro. That shit was personal, bro.
And the funny thing is, like we captured him, right? We prosecuted him. We gave him whatever time we want, and then we handed him back to the people. It's like, no, you don't get to stay in our prisons. You get to go back and get justice out there, and their justice.
They hanged him, right? Didn't they hang him or some shit like that? They did some night.
Bro, they when they explained they hanged him, and they said his head almost fell off.
Yikes!
That's how much how long the rope was between the floor.
Jesus,
like it was like a long drop before the stop. Like they wanted him gone, bro. But it was mostly like destabilizing that area, bro. That's what it was, man.
Exactly.
You watch Lioness. That shit is like,
bro, this is what they do,
parallel,
bro. This is what they do,
the
bro.
The true destabilizing the area is what they did to Gaddafi, man. Muammar Gaddafi,
bro.
Yeah,
that was
100%.
exactly what was on my mind, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
that was some foul shit right there, bro.
Yep.
That was some true.
I don't want y'all money, man. I want to get paid in gold, man. He's like, word? America's like, we don't got gold, bro.
That wasn't what it was, bro. He didn't want to get paid in gold. He was about to create his own currency.
He didn't want that money. He didn't
want to fuck with the U.S. money no more. He was about to create his own currency.
He wanted to create his own currency backed by gold.
Right, backed by their gold and natural resources. He didn't want to get paid. He was trying to back his shit, and that would have destabilized the entire fucking globe, bro. And Africa would have been number one. And they was like, we ain't having it. Fuck this nigga. You gotta go, bro.
That's what I was saying. I was like, because our money is not really back. It's back. We say we backed by gold, but
our money ain't shit. Nah.
Yeah,
that shit ended a long time ago.
We don't want to be paid in those Jeffrey dollars anymore. So
that was a good one. Jeffrey bucks.
Our money about to be monopoly money, bro. Like,
do people even know what that is anymore?
The more they print, the weaker our dollar gets, yo.
Talk about monopoly, guys. You guys are like, Red, you my guy. I love you. You know, I knew you for like the last 15 years, I think.
Monopoly shit.
Right? But your monopoly bullying on fucking Instagram is crazy. But I'm with it though. I'm with it.
I don't be starting these shits. They be starting with me, man.
I feel you, bro.
I don't think they be posting you on Instagram. You like, yo, this motherfucker got it. The Red Wrecking Crew got it. He's like, yo, like
I'm with him though. I'm with him. Scorched earth, bro.
Trust me, I'm in the comments talking about, yo, Tiffany had it for. She was wilding on my shit too. And I fucking fucked her shit up. I was going back, even though I knocked everything down. I was still going back because I know that was like an easy.
I did that to one time. I left the dust cloud. I couldn't even attack it no more when I was finished with her shit, yo. It was like just dust.
I didn't know you could get that far with that, yo. I would have did that. Damn, bro. That monopoly goes crazy.
I'm mad at her, yo, because I sent her the link to join, and she joins, but she didn't use my link, so I didn't even get the dice roll. I didn't get the rolls off of her joining, bro.
I think she joined using my shit because I think everyone's fucking thing was like invites from some people, and it was like based on who they picked when they saw it. Because I think you get 100 dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much rolls you get, but you get some rolls. I know. Yeah, I know when I joined, I think people were sending me a lot of links. When I joined, I got like almost like 3,000 rolls off the rip, yo. Like I'm like, yo, what the?
See, and I looked at that today, and I'm gonna put this out there. No hating at all, bro. But I need to ask, how the fuck did you get to like 5,000? Like the rank? It's not the rank. What is that? It's not your overall bank, right? The stars, the blue and yellow star at the top.
Red is a completionist. This motherfucker, if it's a game,
bro,
he's with it. There's the moment, yo, because he started after me, bro. I'm playing every day,
bro. He started after me. I remember him being like, yo, bro, I just started today. Relax. And then I looked at the shit today, and he's in like 5th place on the board. Like, bro, I've been at like 30 trying to get to the
Yo, my man was playing for a week. He already had 1,600 blue stars. I'm like, how? I have like a week on him. Yo, my man,
Yo, bro,
he's crazy.
What's the secret?
Ain't no secret, bro. I literally told him what I do, bro.
He got
so tell me, bro. Tell me, bro, because I'm still in like 20th
whenever he gets new dice, new rolls. He'd be like, "Yo, you got two, you got
said,
5."
I wait till I have the money, and then I just build from there, bro. Like I build up all my thing one time. I don't leave nothing like laying there for me to get like ransacked or anything like that. And then like I don't know. I guess it's luck.
I don't know. He said I haven't checked this thing. You said he's 5,000 now.
I didn't even check his. I went to the leaderboard, bro. I went to the leaderboard to see where I was at, bro. Because since I started, I was in like 30th, and I've been working my way trying to get into the like lower numbers since then. And so today I was on a little roll, bro. I'm in the billies. Well, I don't know about right now, but all day today, like while I was playing, I was a billy. Like, just
I know one thing though. If I don't get these stickers, I'm gonna quit this game, yo. If I don't get these final stickers I need, I'm not playing this shit no more.
So after today was like the best roll I've ever been on in this game. And then like when I started getting to the end, I'm like, all right, let me see where I'm at now. I look at my shit, I'm in 20th. I was scrolling down, but like in my peripheral, like I know his icon. So I'm like, hold up. And I went down, I seen 20th, and I was like, hold up. And I went back up. So I went from like 30th to 20th.
On my list, you're in 8th place. I'm out of the friends.
I'm in 8th place?
Yeah, you're in 8th place. Fresh is at 19.
All right, hold on. Let me check.
When
I was on a roll today.
When I started, Fresh Prince was like 3.
And I'm in 3rd place in my list. I have like
Are you talking about the full ranks, or are you talking about like the
I'm talking about my
whatever competition they got?
I look at the friends. I don't look.
Okay.
I don't look. I don't care about the world or anything like that. I just.
Wow.
That was weird.
All right, let me see. Let me go back there.
Yeah, I don't know. So break, man. If you didn't download this game, don't.
No,
Red is in 6th place.
I almost envy you. Because this is something you don't have to deal with, bro. It's a constant attack, bro.
No,
that's out of your friends. Out of my shit, I'm in 3rd place.
Okay, so you're I'm in 8th. You said on yours, because I'm in 20th, and then on mine, you're 6th place, bro. You got like 5,000.
Yeah, the person who's number one in my list, he has 8,000.
Nah,
bro, I just cracked 3,000 recently, and this
yo, you talking that's crazy. Look at the global. The global's 20,000, bro.
I don't be looking at that. I'm not trying to.
That's what I said.
I'm
not even looking.
I look at my friend group. That's it.
You're gonna see red shit go global. I'm telling you, bro. He's only been playing this shit for, I will say, what?
Bro, niggas in the global and the thing, they're buying rolls, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And I refuse.
They're buying rolls, bro.
I refuse to do that. I'm sorry.
I hate
play
that.
this for fun. I'm not spending money on this shit.
Wow, crazy.
Ooh, I just got 100 more rolls though. My man.
I'm gonna need y'all to work out this whole like writers and actors strike shit out, because look what's happening. We're just talking about fucking
Monopoly.
Monopoly, bro.
He brought it up though. We was talking about
no. It's nothing. No, it's nothing wrong with you, bro. I'm just saying, like, we have nothing to talk about other than what. So we have to. This is fillers, bro. This is fillers, bro. Yeah, nah, it's wild, man. So I mean, it's a good kind of like passing time and shit. But
it's
like,
a good pastime,
but like sometimes when you got no more rolls and you just chilling and you get a notification like someone just attacked your shit and you like,
bro,
I can't get my gift back.
That shit is aggravating.
So you gotta wait a couple hours to get the free rolls and shit. Man, listen, I'm
gonna keep it real with you. I got all of that you talk about right now. I got my get back on everybody today, bro. I was wilding on everybody.
I don't want to fucking, start any kind of like crazy shit right now. But I think this game knows that I'm Hispanic, because I be getting locked up.
Wow.
I would say all the time. Like it always rolls me to the jail, bro.
That's not always a bad thing, though.
I know what I think this game knows. This game knows when you need to land on spaces because you'll never land on those spaces.
Yep.
And it wastes your fucking rolls, bro.
Yep.
Like,
yo, I hate that shit.
Legit. If it says if the shit changes to like, oh, you gotta land on the corner boards, you will never land on the corner boards, like bro, forever. If it says you have to land on the luxury tax or whatever tax, you'll never land on that shit. The train, don't even think about landing on the trains, bro. They don't give you the trains. You gotta hit the chance. You have to get the chance to get to the trains.
Look, I'm getting attacked by Terry, bro. Like it's crazy. I'm getting attacked, bro. When they had the car situation, right? When you
that
roll was so the worst, right? Because I seen this shit roll and the peg stopped at the highest point and it moved like
and it moved. You
talking about that slide, that long slide over, like bloop.
Nah, bro, I hate that shit.
The game is rigged.
It's rigged. It's rigged, bro.
It is rigged. It's highly rigged, bro. It's highly rigged. That's why I say if I don't get these last stickers, I'm not playing this game. I'm done.
I'm mad we can't trade the gold shits, bro. All of a sudden, I got mad gold doubles. I could be trading to everybody.
Bro, they give you so many gold doubles. Oh, you can't trade these. What?
Oh my god, bro! I would have gave you a couple, bro, because me and you really looking for the same stickers. Like, I would have gave you a couple of golds just to give you some shit. You know what I mean? Like, but this shit is crazy.
And then I'm hearing about people getting scammed now. Like, there's people in these monopoly groups that scamming people. Like, they take your sticker and they won't give you the sticker return or some shit, bro. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, brother, we living, we living in a weird time, bro. Like, I'm on Twitter, right? And I follow somebody. She started off as a vlogger, right? And she went over to doing like adult shit, like adult content. But she was already like somebody I followed already. Her name was like Cami Australia, whatever her name is. I don't know. So she was like strictly like doing content with her like her boyfriend, and then once like Lena the Plug and Adam 22 started doing like other like partners and shit, so she started doing it, right? And somebody on there was like, she talks about inclusion, but yet she doesn't do any kind of like scenes with like other people than white people. I'm like, yo, and I'm throwing the comment. I'm like, yo, we in a time where we like shaming adult stars about not being inclusive enough. Like, I'm trying to get my nut off, but yet I'm like,
some melanated D, shorty was good, yo.
Like God forbid she doesn't give everybody access to her hoo-ha, right? Like she's supposed to like spread it open for every race, right?
Yeah.
Bust
That's
it
what you're
open.
doing, right?
That's ridiculous, bro.
Like I'm having a hard time busting a nut because I don't see my dick on the screen. Like there's nothing that represents me on
the color is not matching my color, and it's not
more representation.
I can't get down with this shit.
That shit had me dying, bro. Like, yo, if you looking at the dick, then you have a problem. Like, you looking at the wrong thing if you just worrying about that. So
this is crazy.
I'm like, yo, this world is fucking weird.
My man said this is really an argument that's going on right now.
He sit there and wrote that whole tweet about her not being inclusive enough. Bro, I've never heard that shit. Porn,
bro,
dude.
This whole world, he's right. This whole world is weird, bro. Like, we're literally living in a time where people complain about the stupidest things. People complain about the stupidest things. We have a whole freaking cult that follows the president, and they have to be able to call you sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I want to check out and just go to island, bro. Like, I don't even like sand, but I'm ready to just go to island and be in seclusion.
Nah, for real, bro.
This shit is crazy, man.
I'm laughing, but that's why I'm laughing so hard. It's like, yo, what he said is facts though just now. It's like, yo, bro, you sat there and really constructed a whole, what will you get, 250 characters? You really constructed a whole fucking concise paragraph on why shorty. Nah, you need to take more. You need more diversity. In the D you take it right now, shorty. I'm not feeling that. I can't get off. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Like, bro,
get your life, cuz.
Watch your porn stars taking the D that you want to see them take. Like, what the hell is going on, bro? Like, I don't understand.
He want to see her, but Some melanated shit, yeah. Specifically.
Ridiculous,
for real. It's wild, bro. Like it's crazy. Like it's. Can I share this? Hold on. This just to give you guys context, like the whoever's watching, like this is the oh fuck, this is not gonna work. Hold on. I'm gonna have to change this real quick. The overlays.
And it's crazy because I know all of us have probably had conversations and probably had females coming at us like we're misogynists or like we don't understand. But it's like shit like this that really makes me, because it's like we're like, I would say normal standard adult males, right? So it's like a lot of the shit that people be talking about, it's like, yo, y'all bugging. Like, there's no way people are really out here massively like this. But the more I'm online,
she's actually made a statement about this shit.
Yeah, like see, because I think he deleted. No, I don't think. Yeah, he deleted his tweet. By the he deleted. But like, I'm like, yo, I said now he's
now seen it all.
Because like we in a place where folks share adult performers are not lucid enough. There's not enough representation of my porn consumption. I'm having difficulties getting my nod off due to the fact that I don't see my dick on the screen. Fuck that. I'm like, yo, he deleted that shit.
That is a perfect response, bro.
Like, yo, bro, it's crazy. Like, you're gonna sit there and shame the woman because she's not like wilding. Like, yo, she's gonna get there. She's gonna start doing it. Like, give her time. Like, why are you worried about that?
But even if she don't, still.
Yeah, like it's her preference, like who she wants to like have enter her body, bro. Like it's her thing, bro. It's the
and
world.
I bet you he really doesn't even see or feel like he's wrong. That's the crazy shit. It's like, bro, you don't even see how wild you look right now, bro.
He knows he's wrong. He deleted his tweet. He knows he's wrong.
I love the fact that I love the fact when you say something and it's valid and the tweet gets deleted. I love it. That's the best feeling because it's like you're not trying to be right. You're just trying to be logical. Like, yo, bro, like, what the fuck are you doing? This is crazy.
You wilding, bro.
There's way other things happening in this world, and you worry about like not seeing enough pigmentation on the fucking screen. I don't think
that eggplant was dark enough.
Yo, I don't think I ever watched like a scene and be like, "It's way too many black dicks here, bro." Never. That was never like a thought. Now I'm like thinking like I don't know, but it's fucking weird, bro. It's the world that we live in, dude. This is,
bro. Go get yourself a girl. You see, it's the funny shit because I'm saying go get yourself a girl, but at the same time, the fact that you even did what you did, I already know all I need to know about you already. It's not even about him not having a girl. It's the fact that I already know you probably can't get one, bro. I see all I needed to see from that scenario. I just corrected myself real quick. Like, it's crazy, bro. This shit is sad, and this is why I'm on my son. Like, bro, you need to really understand from an early age, like, this shit is not reality. Like, don't get caught up. I know this is what y'all growing up in, but this shit is not real life.
We ain't raising no Sims.
Yeah, do not get caught up in it. Not even on the sim shit. It's just the all-encompassing value of the internet, period, with this younger generation. It's like, we've seen enough videos, or even personally, where you take their electronics away or their access to shit, and they fucking lose their minds like crack addicts or some shit. Like, it's bad for some of these kids. So it's like I'm very, very big on that. Like, bro, like it's cool. I know that's what y'all do. That's how y'all connect and everything. But at the same time, you need to understand this is not the Matrix. You don't need to be synced into this shit 24 hours a day. You need to understand what real life is and understand the difference. And also about commenting and arguing with people online. Like, from since he was like 10, I'm like, bro, don't go on nobody's YouTube writing no comments. Like, he's like, nah, that shit was dumb. I wanted to, like, nah, bro. Like, why? Why do you feel like you need to comment to somebody else on somebody else's video? you see something that's dumb, bro, just say it's dumb, laugh at it, leave it alone. You don't even need to give your energy to that shit.
And trust me, there'd be times where like I want to write a response, and right before I say I press send, I'm like,
you're like, nah,
it's
not worth it. Yeah,
what's the point? And I just delete it and
not me. I'm here for the smoke.
Nah, Reddit.
Not me.
Reddit. Nah,
you say something dumb. I'm letting you know, yo, that was the dumbest shit I think I've heard today.
Definitely our resident.
Might be in my lifetime, but I got to think about some other dumb shit that I heard. But you're up there. I won't hesitate for a second to tell somebody that. Yo.
That is wild, bro. Other than that, man, there's a couple of like delays happening right now in the movie industry. We already know this. So Dune Part 2 is moving to 2024, and the Marvels is gonna stay at their time. There was actually.
Oh, I was about to say what?
That was up against Dune, right? But now that the fact that Dune is out, it opened up all the IMAX screenings, so they're gonna take all those IMAX screenings.
Definitely.
So WB was like, let me move Dune. Guess what movie they don't move? Aquaman. They're like, nah, this is coming out.
They don't give a fuck about that shit.
They want to go away.
Gunn is just trying to empty out the remaining of the whatever the last remnants of the old DC, emptying out that clip so he can start focusing on his movies.
Yo, somebody was on Facebook or something like that, and this is like one of the times I had to comment, and he was like, you know, we got to fire James Gunn, we got to fire Peter Safran, you know, all these movies are flops. I'm like, do you know like these movies were filmed before he took the office, right? He took office.
Exactly.
Like he hasn't released any product yet. Like he was already there. Like the movies they were done. I think the only thing he did was like he modified endings so he doesn't give false hope to people. That's what he did. We don't like it because he fucked with the people's fucking, you know, their projects, but he made sure like he removed them because he didn't want people to think, oh shit, Henry's gonna come back, you know, Ben is gonna come back. He just clipped it. Like it's not gonna happen. I don't want to give you guys false hope. I see that. That's in a business standpoint. But yeah, people are wild. Like, but I tell you right now, like since Rebel Moon, the trailer came out, Zack Snyder has not left the Twitter, like as far as like the top tweet or what do you call it, the
trending.
The trending. He's been on trending ever since. It says Zack Snyder. Zack, there's a Sell Snyderverse to Netflix, and there's bring back Zack Snyder. He has like 5 trending shits right now, and I'm like, that is crazy. People like, but like again, like if this was the case, like you love Zack Snyder so much, like why he didn't show up to these movies? You know what I mean? Like Blue Beetle, he promoted Blue Beetle. He was like, I'm gonna go take my kids. Representation matters. Where y'all at? like you know what I mean? Like, anyways.
I feel like a lot of people, it's just people just talking, yo. Like people just this internet shit. It's a gift and a curse, yo. Like it's giving a voice to everybody, which is great. But at the same time, it's crazy because it's like people just want to jump on bandwagons or want to get follows or likes, and that's for a lot of people. That's what the driver is. So to your point, it's like, if you really about what you're talking about, why didn't y'all show up? Why aren't you supporting all this other stuff? Or why wasn't y'all supporting everything else before? It's like the entertainment industry is wild nowadays. It's like people want to hate on shit. Priority 1 more than anything. And then second, it's like join into the bandwagon on what's popping if it goes against like the hatred. It's nuts.
Yo, I don't know if I think the interview just came out. I think yesterday or today. It was a John Bernthal had an interview with David Ayer, and he was like, "What is your worst what is like the thing that like in the film industry was like the worst thing that ever happened to you?" And he was like, he's like the Suicide Squad. He was like that was like the worst thing that happened. He's like it's like watching your girlfriend get fucked.
Oh shit!
Wow.
God
That's a pretty
damn.
hard body.
He was like, hey, it's like watching your girlfriend, pretty much like something that was like your baby, something you loved, right? And it gets fucking ripped apart and released. And he was like, and he said it. He was like, his assembly cut is done. He did the assembly cut like recently, like the way it is. And then I guess if James Gunn goes, hey, let's go ahead and do it. Here's a budget. Then all they have to do is VFX. But as far as like the assembly cut, it's done. I was like, oh shit, man. So that, I mean, hopefully we get that.
I mean,
we may not get it
James Gunn
anytime
did acknowledge
soon.
it. He
He did acknowledge it. So that's good.
So I'm waiting. Yeah. Oh, I
if
need
you,
that.
if,
I need
yeah.
that.
I mean, if you look at it, because now Peter
Saffron.
No, Peter Safran and James Gunn, like now they kind of like execs, right? Like they have to make money at the theaters, but they also have to make money like the HBO Max shit. So they have to have content to come out for the Max. So that will bring a lot of subscribers in. You know, like if you release that on Max, so they have to worry about that kind of shit too. Well, also, what I thought was and I think we spoke about this like months ago. Once again, I think that Marvel listens to our podcast. They have some like AI shit.
Just give us some tickets,
So,
man.
The big rumor, and this was like tweeted out from RPK. He's like one of the like big like scoopers. Pretty much said that Secret Wars is a reboot, a soft reboot to the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that was, if that happens, fan fucking tastic. They are going to go.
I said it was gonna happen. It has to happen, bro. You think they're gonna continue movies with Iron Man and Captain America and all these people? Like, nah, they're gonna you're gonna reboot it and bring back new actors for all these roles.
Yep. So it's gonna be a soft. I really don't. I hate soft reboots. Just like reboot it. But if you're gonna like lean over to like getting like new actors to play Iron Man, like listen, I'm all for that. Like they can't keep on going, right? Like they have to go back to the beginning, right? To reimagine these stories, because it's been about 15 years. So like, you know, we could finally get our T'Challa. We could finally get all this shit. Like
Aldous Hodge.
Like you can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love RDJ for what he did, but Tony Stark. But you can't tell me he's the only person that could play Tony Stark, bro. Like, come on, man. You can't tell me like Chris Evans is the only person that could play Captain America.
So,
like,
no, man.
I'm trying to Cage. No, and Ghost Rider is expected to be back in Secret Wars. I don't know
which one. Robbie Reyes? I think it's gonna be the Robbie Reyes one.
Nick Cage.
If you bring Nick Cage back, that'd be fucking dope. So pretty much like everything is being played off for Secret Wars and Doctor Strange with the incursion shit, and supposedly one universe is gonna survive, and this universe is not 616, so the 19999 is gonna be a brand new universe, and this universe is gonna have these new characters that's gonna be introduced in the Secret Wars, and that's gonna be our heroes moving forward.
Wow,
that's the logical way to go. Like, I mean, I don't know how much I've said on the podcast, but I talked to my cousin about this shit a lot. It's like, yo, just do Secret Wars. Like, for the first time, just give us what the comic book was. Give us Secret Wars, and then you got you out. Just give us the Battle World scenario or whatever, however y'all want to play it. Do that, and when y'all refix everything, combine everything to make the new universe, now you got the 616. And you keep all the characters that you want to keep. I mean, that's what I'm thinking about soft reboot. You keep the characters you want, but for the characters that passed away or that you want to recast, just do that, and then we can move forward. And this time, we can get actual like something close to what the comic book storylines were. Like, I'm not looking for copy and paste, because what's the point of that? But again, y'all giving us titles. And these shits ain't nothing but tone in comparison. Like, you gotta kind of give us what we expecting if you're gonna give us these titles, and that gives us a chance to do that. Now you got mutants and everybody in the same universe. You gotta worry about where nobody was at. This is the best way to do it.
Yeah, 100%. But as long as they do it well too, like
right.
Secret Wars has to kill. Like, you need to like. this is the time where the title of the movie needs to be like super close to the comics, at least.
Yes.
Like you can't give us the Wish.com version of Secret Wars. You got to give us some fucking pause, no meat. You got to give us something. You can't give us like
God King Doom.
Word.
You can't seek an invasion us, bro. You can't. You know they spent $212 million for us to watch Samuel Jackson kiss a lizard. Bro, I'm done.
Yo, Nick Fury rolling in his grave.
You mean on the moon? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yo, imagine for Secret Wars to bring back David
Hasselhoff.
Like, what universe is that? Maybe Nick Fury. Was Nick Fury in the Wanda?
Bro, that nigga wasn't even a good Nick Fury back when he was in Nick Fury.
Nah, he definitely wasn't. He definitely wasn't.
I don't think anyone played Nick Fury. Like, I mean, Samuel Jackson killed it as Nick Fury. Like, the first Avengers. Like, that was dope. It was dope to see. It's
easy for him to kill it. The character's created for him.
Exactly.
They legit created that. They legit created that character to be like Sam Jackson. When they did the Ultimate Nick Fury,
to get him to sign to come over, they really did that.
So it was legit made for him. It was his character. It was his in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I would have definitely been upset if like, yo, the ending of this movie is me kissing a lizard. I would have been like, bro, I can't let this happen. I don't know, man. I don't want to talk about Secret Invasion, but hopefully with this soft reboot, we get some dope shit. But that's not until like 2040, bro. We're not gonna get none of these movies anytime soon, bro. Like there's nobody writing anything down.
We're gonna have grandkids by then, bro. And I'm not even joking, like we old shit, but like legitimate, we probably have grandkids by then, bro.
I think I will say Secret Invasion.
You said 2040?
Nah, 2027 is the scheduled time, but that was before the strike. So everything is getting pushed back a year. So you're looking
I'm about to say, 2040, yo, I'm tapping out, bro. I'm not gonna wait for this shit. Like, 2040, bro. Like, yo.
2040, bro. It's gonna be wild, bro. Because I think that in our lifetime, we're probably gonna get like at least, I would say 2 to 3 more reboots. So we're gonna have grandkids talk about their version of Tony Stark and how this person is better than any Tony Stark. I'm like, Robert Downey? Well, that old guy, for them, it's gonna be like, fucking whatever.
Orson Welles.
Yeah. That's like my pop's version of what what it could be. I'm like, yeah, nah.
Or I'm sorry, I'll give you a better one. Or Godfather.
Marlon Brando.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. He was the Leonardo DiCaprio at that time, bro.
Exactly. Right.
He was.
Marlon Brando, and that's crazy. I wonder who's going to be the Leonardo DiCaprio of my son's time, bro.
It's gonna be crazy, bro, and it's gonna piss us off these conversations. Mm-hmm. Like, our kids gonna be like, nah, he did it better. I'm like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
I should have pulled out.
Somebody
like, you're gonna have these bad conversations. Like,
this guy's a better actor than Denzel. What did you just say to me?
What?
Better than Denzel?
I wouldn't say.
Fuck out of here, bro.
I think our kids right now are pretty much like they're watching shit that we watch, right? They kind of like imitating and so they understand like Denzel Washington, how he's great, but I think who's gonna get disrespectful is our grandkids. They're not brought up with these actors, so these little motherfuckers, we don't have to raise them.
They're not gonna know nothing, bro. Yep.
Those little motherfuckers gonna be.
I feel you, bro. I feel them.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yep.
Come here, you little motherfucker.
Yep. Because I already told my family I'm gonna be a grumpy old man by that time, so I feel fresh, bro. And it's gonna be shit like that. Fuck you. Fuck you talking about?
The hell you just say to me? Your granddad.
I think we talked about this like last year. Like my niece was like, "Oh my god, have you ever watched Cobra Kai? That is like the best thing ever." Like, I'm like, "Have you ever watched Karate Kid?" She's like, "What?" I was like, "So this is your prime? This is your Cobra Kai prime?" Like, nah. I'm like, nah. Let's watch Karate Kid.
So she didn't even know that Cobra Kai came from Karate Kid.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Wow.
And she did it again. I think not too long ago. She did it with Teen Wolf on MTV. She's like, oh my god,
I remember you talking about that.
I'm like, bro, Teen Wolf? Like Michael
J.
Fox? Like who? Like
what? Who? Marty? What?
I mean, listen, in her defense, like Teen Wolf on MTV was fucking dope until like maybe the last couple of seasons, but like it started off it was dope. It was like it was a standalone, it was different, but nah, like, but these young kids, they only go based on what in their line of sight.
They're promoting since we're on this, they're promoting a Back to the Future like stage show, like on Broadway and shit.
For real, I'll go see that.
Yo, when I heard the doc come out and say "Great Scott," I wanted to throw up.
Oh yeah, not the same.
Man. It was. He said "Great Scott." I said, "Oh my god, no, it's not." Yo, this is what we're gonna have to deal with. We're gonna have to see people trying to be Christopher Lloyd playing Doc Brown.
Christopher Lloyd, bro.
This is what we got to go to deal with in the future because they're going to reboot it. They're going to reboot it.
Yeah,
because right now,
going to do
the future is Back to the Future. We're living in the future of Back to the Future right now. We're in it right now. This is the time.
They're gonna have to make a new future.
They're going to reboot it, bro. And we're gonna have to deal with somebody trying to play Christopher Lloyd and Doc Brown, bro. Like
they're gonna be like 1.21 gigawatts.
I'm like, turn this shit off now.
We're gonna have to try to hear somebody. Somebody's gonna have to try to say that. Great Scott! Like somebody's gonna try to do that shit. Great Scott!
I mean, to be honest, it depends on like the who does it, right?
Caliber actor.
Like it has to be like it has to be a person like us that is kind of like ushering in this new.
Bro,
this
they
new
gotta sell it.
They gotta have a reverence.
They gotta sell. Yo, Doc always made me believe like the future was really in jeopardy. Like shit was about to be destroyed. No, Marty, this is bad. The thing is disappearing. I'm like, oh my god, it's disappearing.
Christopher Lloyd was the same in every movie, bro. Like his line delivery was always like, it was either life or death, bro. It was life or death. You watch Page Master, bro. That shit was. It was like terrifying, bro. It's all in the books.
Bro, my man almost killed himself trying to connect that line to them to go back in the past, the future shit, nigga. That rainstorm electricity shit.
That gave me PTSD. I think that's why I developed PTSD.
Bro,
it was like so many hurdles for him to kind of get to that point. Like
he was climbing the clock. You saw the little wire dangling from a distance. He's there reaching. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. I said, Doc about to die for real. Like in the newspaper, he's about to die.
Man, risked it all.
Yeah, nah, it's gonna happen, bro. Like, but like this director, I can't say like Steven Spielberg is not gonna do it. But he did a good job with Ready Player. Ready Player One. That was good. He did the DeLorean scene dope. Again, it has to be. And it's not gonna be like,
bro. The beginning of that movie is crazy, bro. They shot up Doc in the beginning of the movie, bro.
Yo, wow, I forgot about.
Bro, they shot him up in the beginning of the movie. The beginning of the movie is crazy. They just drive up in the van. They like Doc.
Yo, Red, I gotta go back. I didn't even remember that, bro. I gotta go back and watch now. Red just made me officially.
Bro, they shot him up in the beginning of the movie.
I didn't even remember that till you said it.
I will be super critical because I'm a fan. Like minus the third movie is like a step kid. Like
yeah.
I know it's there.
The Western shit.
West story. I don't care. Yeah. If you just do 1 and 2, I'm fine. But yeah, that movie is like near and dear to my heart. Because that's why I kind of like that movie made me fall in love with cars. Like I just was like I always wanted DeLorean, and I think it was between that and the movie The Wraith with Charlie Sheen. Like I love those cars. Like those cars were like that Plymouth purplish iridescent car he had was my shit, bro. Like. But I'll be very critical if that movie was to come out, like if they were to reboot it. Like I'll be super like I'll have to come up with a whole segment just talking about bashing it. until I see it, then I start crying. Like if it's good, if it's like fucking really good.
That music better slap, bro. They better not change the score. That's all I know.
Nah, like oh man, it's almost like blasphemy. But you're right, they're gonna do it. I'm just like, yo, we literally got Rick and Morty off of this shit. That's how great that series was.
They're gonna have some like they're gonna have
somebody's
they're gonna have some like blue hair liberal playing Marty. I'm gonna hate it,
bro.
Yo, they're gonna screw the fucking pooch before they get it right. And yeah, I don't Leah, if anybody's listening, we ain't nobody. But if anybody's listening, leave it the fuck alone.
Leave it the fuck alone. It's definitely gonna get rebooted. The way Hollywood don't come on no ideas no more.
They're gonna mess. They're gonna
the same way how y'all motherfuckers don't touch ET. Leave fucking Back to the Future alone.
Word.
ET's been out for 40 years, bro. Leave it alone. No one's touching it.
Yep.
It's been 40 years? Yeah, it's been 40 years. That shit came out in 1982.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah, I was about to say, I was born in 82, so it had to be.
I don't think that's ever gonna be a movie that's gonna be remade, bro.
That movie is just too classic, bro.
That movie. Not only that's too classic, it's just like
you don't need to.
Yeah, it's like the graphic is good. The graphic is good enough for like even for its time, it's still good enough. It's like. You don't need to redo that movie.
Yeah, I didn't like when he like they redid it and made ET a little more CGI in certain scenes. I'm like, you didn't need to.
Don't do that.
Leave it alone.
It's the same things with Star Wars. It's like that's what gives it its charm is the practical effects. It's like you can't change that. You make it CGI. I'm telling you right now, I don't want nothing to do with that shit. Automatically, I don't want to do with that.
We can't fix those lightsaber fight scenes though, a little bit.
We could. Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, we got what's that shit? The SC-38 or whatever that shit was.
Well, I wish they had incorporated in the real movies. It's not,
me too. But yeah, we can do shit like that. That's cool. I have no problem with that. But yeah, remaking a whole movie and doing I don't want no part of that.
Yeah, I don't foresee
classics
coming out again, but I could see Back to the Future coming out again because that's an IP and that's gonna be like either they could do like a show, but that's money for them. That's who is the owners of that? Is that Universal?
Yo, so what if they like I know this is about to tick off Fresh Prince, right? What if they wait a little while for Ewan McGregor to get a little older,
and then
they bring back and redo the New Hope with Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No,
they recast Luke.
No.
They recast Luke.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, he wouldn't even do that. I'll tell you right now, he wouldn't even do it because Alec Guinness is his godfather.
Okay,
he wouldn't do that. Bro.
You don't think so? You don't think he's gonna take that bad?
He wouldn't do that.
You don't think he's gonna take that back?
I don't think so. That's me personally. If he does it, then I'm like, fuck you. All right, cool. But the way I don't think he would, bro. The way he
piece of shit.
Yeah, I would. I would be like, yeah, that's fucked up because the way you talked about him and the way you talk about the reverence for him and all that and the honor and
the old movie, the original's still there. You're just gonna have a newer version with you.
Hayden had no problem.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Wait,
Hayden's doing it. Hayden's like, wait. Give me the bag.
Wait, what are you saying right now? Because you said we have the old one. I thought you said remake the shit again with him as Alec Guinness.
Yeah, they redo the New Hope. I mean, we still got the old one. It's not gonna be in the shows, but we still got the old one.
Oh no, I don't think he would do that, bro. If they use his likeness, that's some different shit. But him personally, like, yeah, I'm gonna sign on to redo this whole shit again and play that. Now, he wouldn't do that, bro.
Why not? He's gonna be the Force Ghost. If they ever use Ben Kenobi's Force Ghost in the future, it's gonna be Ewan McGregor.
Nah, I mean, well, in the future, but not like retroactively replacing the one that's in the New Hope, or I mean, not New Hope. Sorry, Return of the Jedi. Not that one.
No, until
if they do new movies and use him as a Force Ghost, yeah, that's cool. I'm fine with that. But if you're talking about using him to replace Alec Guinness and
but when he gets older though, like they're gonna give him a few years.
No, I don't give a fuck. No,
he said no,
never, never. You don't do that. And again, I don't think he would do it either. Again, that would be some shit. Like I said, I would have to see that shit.
I think you was taking that bag, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you was taking that bag.
Okay. I mean, we on opposite sides.
Trying to do anything. He's trying to do anything for season 2 right now, bro. So
yeah, I mean, at season 2, yeah, he can do what he got to do. But we talk about something totally different. I don't think he would do that. Bro.
I mean, they could do the season 2. I mean, depending on how this Ahsoka show is going, the way it's going, and how it looks like it could be like a totally different galaxy with a totally different like parallels. Who knows, man?
I still don't agree with you on that, bro. I don't think they're doing all that, but
bro, I'm just saying, man.
We're gonna get into that show.
They don't have to. They can save money on CGI and this guy Hamill and stuff like that. Cause they have a whole new Luke.
Bro,
listen.
I know. We're talking about hypotheticals, but let's talk about reality, bro.
All right. So, all right, we're already an hour and 46 minutes in. Let's get into Ahsoka, right? We're gonna get into it, and let's talk about it in length. So, for those that's watching, this is a spoiler review. So, if you have not seen it, go watch it. Come back to us on demand. But we're gonna talk about it in full detail. So, if you don't want to get spoiled, again, come back later and watch it.
I kind of wanted to hear what his point was before we start.
Go ahead. His point. No, go his point because I want to make sure we onto Ahsoka because I'm trying to do timestamps. So go ahead.
Nah, my point was just I don't think that I really don't think that Ewan McGregor would do that. Point blank period. I don't think he would do that. But again, if they use likenesses, I can't speak for what people would do for money. I don't think he would personally do that. That's all. Okay. I don't have no major point. Nothing crazy. I'm just saying my point was like, if we talk about reality, do you think the Star Wars fandom would accept some shit like that? We all know they wouldn't.
Star Wars fandom don't accept any shit, so I'm not even listening. We're not even gonna go there. They won't accept anything. Star Wars fandom don't accept anything, bro. Like the moment a new project is announced, they have an issue with it. Oh,
yeah, right, yeah. So we on the same page.
So we're gonna get into the Ahsoka shit, and we're gonna talk about it. So there's a lot of like being fresh. We did a watch party. We haven't released it yet because I'm still working out the audio shit, but it'll be out. But yeah, me and Fresh had a really good time watching this shit. It was a good time. It was something different. I mean, I watched it again, right? Because I wanted to watch it again with a fresh kind of like not being so tired and kind of like go through it with a fresh mind. And I mean, there's always gonna be problems that present themselves like later. Like everyone, for some odd reason, like since Revo, right? People's been surviving fucking lightsaber fucking stabbing, right? Like Qui-Gon, my man, you know what I mean? Like it's, RIP to Qui-Gon. He got stabbed in the middle, right? He was down. But like Reva, she got stabbed by fucking Darth Vader and lived to tell about it. So yeah, Sabine got stabbed. She's still around. I'm like, yo, bro, like it's.
I think she just lost a kidney though. It looked like where she got stabbed.
She had to jump. Yo, bro, that's hot.
Yeah.
Yo, she got stabbed. The fucking organs are fucking like melting. Like it wasn't that long, but it was. Anyways, so
it cauterizes. But yeah.
Yeah. So listen, this show was dope. I truly enjoyed it. I think that losing the actor Ray Stevenson was it Ray Stevenson? And I think that he was just like commanding, bro. Like he made every other actor look like a child actor, bro. Like based on his delivery, like he didn't feel menacing. You could tell he was like a conflicted person, but like he was just like, listen, I was gonna walk by the guy at the beginning. Like I'm gonna walk by. but then he stopped him and he started like, chastising him and shit.
Why?
He's like, yo, he really wanted to just walk by and not hurt anyone and just get what he wanted and get the fuck out. Like, he doesn't want to kill you, but he was like, all right, here's my proof. Bang, bang, bang.
Because he's not really a Sith. I mean,
he's not.
His lightsaber is bleeding towards the Sith side, but he's not there yet. He's still like somewhere in between. So that's why
he's leaning.
Yeah, he's leaning, but that's why his saber is orange and not fully blood red. So
it was like they were saying online. They were saying that might be his daughter that he has. Like he was one. There was. I don't know if it's true or not, but they're saying that's his daughter that he took on his wing, and then we haven't got to reveal who the mother was. But yeah,
that's a cool name though.
He fucking filthy, bro. Like you could just tell, like he's just like his gravitas as an actor, like it's just wild. And it's sad to see that we're not gonna see him again. I mean, we don't know where his arc is gonna go in the show. This might be his one-off, but like even after like beyond Star Wars, like he was a fucking dope fucking actor, like. And it was good. It was good to see, and it was good to see something. It felt like somebody that was really like professional in the shit. Because I get it. Like I love Ahsoka, but like Ahsoka is kind of like really different in this. Like since we got her live action, she's very stoic. And if you watch Ahsoka when she was like in the clone, like in the earlier shit, the anime, she was like fun. You know what I mean? Like something must have changed really, really bad where she got so serious. Like she's so fucking serious. I'm like, yo, just fucking relax, bro.
Yeah,
like,
she got kicked out of the Jedi
Temple. I was about to, she didn't get kicked out. Everybody turned their backs on her.
Yeah. So like it's
and she's been on her own since then. So I get it.
Yeah, I get it. But sometimes like there's always remnants of someone, right? Like there's like you're not always stoic. Like there's something that will break you, that bring you back to like who Ahsoka was. Like the reason why people fell in love with Ahsoka was her like innocence and just like silly and shit. So hopefully we get like a little bit of a break from Rosario Dawson being so like uptight. I don't know if that's gonna happen because this might be her.
I mean, how was she at the end of the Rebels though?
Yeah, I think the older Ahsoka is more serious Ahsoka even animated.
She was.
But look at us. Well, I will speak for myself, right? Like I may be 40, but I don't feel like I'm 40. Like I act like a 40-year-old. Like the 40-year-old of my father was like, yeah, my man was never joking. Like he was like a man, right? And I'm looking at myself as a 40. I'm like two different kind of people. Like
you know what?
Like we emotionally stunted.
Them 40-year-olds been through some shit. That's why.
Yeah,
bro.
I was about to say that.
We ain't been through nothing, yo. Our parents, they've been through shit. That's why they're so serious, yo.
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
Your whole family didn't turn their back on you, and you didn't have to leave them on some. Oh, we're sorry, we made a mistake. After you done went through this whole shit by yourself, and you chose like, all right, I'm out because like y'all don't. I don't feel that connection. Y'all wasn't there for me when I really needed y'all.
And then the one person you love as a brother turned to the dark side.
Yeah, like I mean, and that wasn't your fault, but you had to do what you had to do. But you feel guilt for that shit too, because it's like you left, and then it's like, oh, your sister went real dark. You know what I mean? And then you like, damn, if I would have stayed, maybe I could have stopped that from happening. But at the same time, you had to do what you had to do because you felt the way you felt, and you was like nobody loved you, nobody held you down. So you went on your own, and you've been on your own for a minute. So yes,
right.
Us as certain 40-year-olds, yes, we still have remnants of our childhood, and I think that's gonna come out. But at the same time, she's been on her own, bro, and she's also been on a mission, which is a serious mission to get somebody back who saved her in a way. You know what I mean? So it's a lot that's going on. Like we can't really compare ourselves. Like Red said, they've been through some shit and they still going through some shit. So
I mean, I haven't seen I haven't seen Rebels or anything like that. But the vibe I was getting by the end of the show, it seems like it's gonna lead to her lightening up because
yeah, I hope so too. Yeah,
like by the end of the show, when the second episode, when they're moving on and stuff, she she started smiling. Called the Padawan. So I'm saying she's
nice haircut.
melting. She's melting the ice and everything. Like, yeah. She's melting the ice and everything like that. So
yeah, like it's cool because it gives her kind of like a human kind of feel, right? Instead of being so stoic, now she has the kid around to kind of like maybe balance her out, laying her up, and because it's like you don't want to be watching a show with someone so serious all the time. Like it may kill at the action scenes and all that shit, but like dialogue and shit, like always being that way, it's like watching a fucking Count Dooku fucking series, right? It's stoic. It just be.
Have you never watched the Punisher series? Man, stoic as fuck.
Yeah. But we understood his. I mean, his shit was wild, right? His origin is crazy. I get why he's like that, but like, yeah, Ahsoka, like it's just you want to. Even with the Mandalorian, like he could be like boring at times, but like he will crack a joke, or he would like it's something that will be funny where he has to react to a certain situation. But like Red said, I think that it is leaning more towards her kind of like lining up a little bit. Now I don't want her to be like fucking like an animaniac, right? But she's gonna definitely like crack a smile. Like it was good to see her smile. Like she hasn't smiled. I'm like she hasn't at all. But it's good.
It's kind of like you being the adult in the room, right? You're the adult in the room and you got a lot of adult problems. We all got shit going on, right? And it's like maybe shit's been going on, you're not in the right mood, or you just focused on, oh, I got to do this and I got to get bills paid, mortgage is coming up, something might be going on that you got to be debt for, whatever the case may be, right? If we're looking at it in realistic terms. And then we go on a road trip and it's just you and your son. Your son is going to bring that out of you, right? Even though, like, you got a lot going on and you might look like, from the outside POV, like you always serious and whatever, maybe from your son's point of view, like how we looking at Ahsoka. But again, being with Sabine and, like, you being with your son, y'all two by yourself, going on a road trip, adventure, whatever you want to call it, there's going to be a lot of moments where your son is going to bring that out of you. So I feel we're going to get that same type of situation with Ahsoka in that journey, like Red said, going across this series.
Yeah. So there's a lot of like theories, and I think we definitely spoke about it. You know, I know that your stance, Fresh Prince, that we're not gonna do time travel or nothing like that. I don't think so. I think there's been like essence. There's definitely essence of time travel, right? Mm-hmm. Like Ahsoka going into like the world between worlds and helping fucking Anakin, right? Like she changed time. She changed the course of something. But it's just a different way. Ezra, I'm sorry, Ezra, my bad, Ezra. So she changed time. Like there's doors of different pockets of situations. I think we're gonna see that, like flashbacks when she goes into this. I think that she's gonna end up fighting Balin, right? And I think there's gonna be kind of a meeting where they kind of like a truce where he's gonna be explaining to her like the difference, and because I think I don't know if he's knowledgeable of this situation. I don't think he is. But I also think that there's a reason why watching these new Star Wars movies is that Ahsoka or Sabine are not mentioned at all as not being Jedis, like the only one Jedi. I think that this new galaxy is something.
I mean, yeah, technically Ahsoka's
they're not Jedi.
But I'm just saying, like, force sensitive people, like Palpatine would have picked out these force sensitive people. But I think that this galaxy is something that it's gonna be a version of them kind of retconning these last fucking Star Wars movies. I think that this galaxy is gonna be a totally new, like a new avenue they're gonna go into. You feel that way?
I think that's where we're differing when you said I don't believe in time travel, because I understand the whole concept about the world between worlds, and yes, it is like time and space, and yes, you can affect things like that. What I'm really trying to say is I don't think they're gonna do like what Marvel is doing, like with or DC, like a Crisis on Infinite Earths or different like variants, and all. I don't think we're gonna go into all of that extra shit. I don't think we're gonna time travel and change something in the past. And if they do it, it's gonna be on some shit where like it always happened. I don't think this is going to be something. This is my stance. Is that I don't think when I'm saying there's going to be time travel, I don't think they're going to do nothing like what you're saying to retcon or change anything that's already happened. If they do tap into any of that shit, it's going to be in a way where, like, yeah, you did that, but it still ended up happening the way we ended up knowing it to be anyway.
But that's how a lot of like time travel, like a lot of like the laws of time travel is explained. Like it's already happened. Like this, we've seen it happen. But you know they'll show like this is something that's always been like a canon event, whatever you want to call it. Like there's always, regardless of. But the fact that she went and saved Ezra, that's a form of changing something.
Well,
going into
Ezra, Ezra saved her, but okay, so
my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Let me be a little okay. Let me be as specific as I can. The way they explain the timeline and shit in Loki, where like we got branch timelines, I don't think we're doing nothing like that.
No.
I'll leave it like that. We're not doing anything like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about Marvel. I'm just talking about time travel in general. It's like
no, I understand.
Changing something that was supposed to happen, and you changing it by not actually being there, by using a form of space and time to get to this pocket reality to change something. That's just a different version of time travel. There's a Star Wars version of time travel. This is not like a timeline. It's just like if you can go step somewhere and see different pockets of reality, different pockets of a time frame. Like, oh, let me walk here. This is what changed the course, and I can actually go in and change it. That's changing time. It's just a different version of it. It's just a well thought out version of it.
Okay.
It's just different. It's just different.
I guess the best way I'm trying to explain it is that whatever we know as canon, I don't think they're going to change anything that's canon. That's all I'm trying to say. When we're talking about time travel and all that, I don't think anything that we know that has happened or that is canon, I don't think anything is going to be changed. That's all I'm trying to say. As far as like, we're not getting no multiverses and that, I don't think they're going to do anything like that to change anything that has already happened. I'll just leave it at that. Whatever, how they want to write it or whatever. I understand what you're saying as point of views, and I get it. I just don't think like, okay, for instance, I'll give you an example. I'm not going to say, okay, they're not going to go back in time and stop Vader from dying. Just to give you an example of what I'm trying to say. What we know that has happened already, I don't think they're going to change anything like that. I'll just leave it at that. And I'm not going to explain anything else. That's all I'm trying to say by we're not getting any time travel, corrective retconning or shit like that. If they do something creative that we don't know about, and it's like, oh, they changed this, but we never knew about it before, all right, whatever. But whatever's canon already, they're not going to change it. That's all I'm saying.
So I think what I'm trying to say is that let me roll back on the whole like retconning, right? I think that in order to invigorate the Star Wars lore, right, you have to like spice things up, right? Because the future already happened. The future kind of ended, right, with the last trilogy, right? Then you have these big moments that's happening with Ahsoka and Dave Filoni's movie that we don't hear about in the future movie. So like, how big of an impact like can it be unless this new galaxy they go to, which is probably like parallel to our galaxy, right? There, like they have, it might be a mirror dimension or a dimension that has like a Luke, a different version of Luke, a different version, and different kind of like, you know, situations, right? I'm not, again, this is me putting my 10 hat on, right? I can't sit here and say this is happening because I don't know. None of us know.
Yeah.
But maybe like this team gets stuck in this galaxy. Like Thrawn never comes back to our galaxy. We go to him, and this is where we stay, and this is where the movie happens in this galaxy. They never come back. This is why we don't hear about these characters in the future movies, because they don't exist.
Okay, all right. That all right. If you want to say that's basically, that does not negate what I'm saying. So I understand what you're saying. So I'm saying the same thing as you saying, basically. You're saying they could do something and be lost and nobody knows about it, and that's why whatever. And at the same time, I'm saying that I agree with you. That could be possible, because all I'm saying is that they're not going to change anything that we know already. So I guess we're kind of saying the same thing. I guess.
Yeah, like you gotta make these you have to have these movies make sense, right? Like you have Dave Filoni's movie coming out, then you have another movie that's gonna have the Daisy Ridley and her Jedi temple. Like we don't know the story about that. Like what are they gonna do? What's gonna be the big threat? Like is she trying to find these lost Jedi and they're trying to figure out this new galaxy? Like it's not, you can't get there freely, right? You can't take a ship and get there, right? You need a fucking whatever that core fucking that crazy warp, yeah, that wayfinder, but you also need like the warp core, some crazy shit, or you use one of the space whales, right? That's the only way you can get to that galaxy. I don't know, man. It's this show is really kind of like, it has me like locked in. Like I really hope that there's like a whole new situation, and this whole new situation will just reinvigorate Star Wars like moving forward. If this galaxy is something that is parallel to this universe, but if not, we can say all these great ideas, right? And they'll just come back to, they'll just come back to this shit, and this is like it's nothing. But overall, like how was your thoughts on the show? Like how did you like the show? I'm just like rambling and shit.
No, I feel you. That's what we do. We theorize and everything. I didn't even hear people talking about all of that, which is why I'm saying I don't think it's going that far. I think that's too much. I think that's too complicated.
Like, but when you see, the thing is, I like that no one is talking about it, because I'm not going based on what other people are saying. I'm going based on.
I thought you said that's what people was talking about. The parallel universe and shit.
Parallel. That's all me. That's all me. That's
all right.
I'm saying that, and I'm going based on how I, because my brain just works different. And
yeah.
I mean, probably not. There's probably other people like me that's thinking the same exact shit. Like no one is ever original. People think they so original, but they're not. There's always someone like. So no, that's all me. I know that there was I said there was like conversations of like not in a multiverse, but like time travel. But as far as like the parallel universe, like being the same, a mirror, like, because I don't know, man. This show is not predictable, not predictable right now. So I can't really predict what's happening.
Well, I think it's just. Well, I'll just talk about the show. Like I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the show. There was a lot of parallels for anybody that watched Rebels. I think they did a good job of catching people up to what was going on, you know what I'm saying, without going back into everything that was going on in Rebels. But the main core of it was the fact that Ezra was gone. It's tied to Thrawn. If you don't know the entire situation, go back, watch Rebels, and it was a great show. But it was just a lot of parallels, man. It was like, I like the fact that we find out that Sabine was actually trained by AHSOKA after the show ended. That was cool to me, because if you actually did watch the show, then you see everything that she went through training with Ezra and Kanan, and she actually, for people that didn't know and watched The Mandalorian and all of this, like Sabine actually wielded the Darksaber. Like she was literally the ruler of Mandalore, but because of the fact that she had so much of a connection with her family and didn't want to leave them to be the ruler of Mandalore, she literally gave it up to Bo-Katan. You know what I'm saying? Same thing as the Mandalorian, giving it up to her as the rightful ruler. It's like, that's what happened. And she continued on with her true family. You know what I'm saying? So Sabine is a warrior. Like I appreciate everything that she went through. I love the actress Natasha. That was cool to me. Hera was cool to me seeing in live action. I love seeing Chopper voiced by Dave Filoni. That was cool. But also, like you guys said, with the antagonists in the show, I'm not going to talk too much, but them, as you guys said earlier, not being Sith and Ahsoka not being a Jedi, both of them being literally in the middle, teetering towards certain sides. But at the same time, if you guys watch both episodes, the fact that Morgan Elsbeth told him to kill her, and he's like, "Yo, that would be a shame." Like, and she's calling him sentimental. Like, nah, like it's just the truth. Like, there's so very few Jedi left. Like, it'd be a shame to kill her, or waste her talent, or like that. Things like that is what, like Fresh said, his commanding presence. Like, it's like things like that within the dialogue and the writing of the show is like, I want to know so much more about what the hell is going on with this dude right now. Like, he doesn't want to kill her. You know what I'm saying? He has sympathy towards her, which means he's not just a ruthless killer. He's not a sociopath, not a psychopath. Like, this dude has some type of mission. Told the apprentice, like, oh, what's out there? Oh, power. More than anything you've ever been dreamed of in your life. Like, bro, what power is out there? Like, what is it that y'all are talking about? I have a feeling it's like dipping into the magic with the Night Sisters and shit like that. But regardless, it's like just in the dialogue. What's going on, bro? What is your plan? What are you looking for? And what are you trying to develop around all of this? Because he's not like a goon for Thrawn. He's not a goon for Morgan Elsbeth. Like, he's working with them. He's almost like a mercenary for hire in a way. And I'm just really intrigued and trying to find out what his end game is.
I don't think. Wait. I'm trying to think. I don't think he has. I think he knows of Thrawn, but I don't think he had like no one's had communication with Thrawn. So he probably doesn't even
only
like
her. Yeah.
So he probably doesn't know. He's like working as a just to get the device, and that's it. But I don't think he has any kind of like any conversation with Thrawn or any kind of leader.
Not with Thrawn, but I think he knows about Thrawn. And he's working with Morgan Elsbeth. Like, I know he knows about, like, she had to explain to him what this whole shit is about in order.
Yeah, but he's not working for him. I don't think he's working.
Not for yeah, exactly. Like, he's not working for him, but he's working to get him back. So that's what I'm saying. If he's trying to get him back, and he knows that there's gonna be a war, it's almost like a chess game. It's like he's watching all the shit play out. So that's why I'm like, yo, what is your end game, bro? What are you really trying to attain right now?
His end game is probably to kill Thrawn, to never feel like scared again. Because his thing is like he was
So
hunted.
That'll give him power though.
That will give him power never to be afraid and never to be scared, never to like to beat the one and only. You know, maybe it's a him thing. Maybe he's just using everything as using them as a pawn just to get closer to like whatever he needs to get to execute. I don't think he has any.
But that seems more Sith-like though, more personal type.
I mean, he is
rocking power shit though, like.
And
he's not as Sith yet. Like, again, like, I don't know. We don't know. Like, but again, this is why we can have these conversations. That's why I'm so interested.
This is the reason why he has a red lightsaber. This is because he's doing shit that's a little fucked.
But it's not red though. It's orange though. It's not fully red. Which is, again, like I said, that again with the fact that he doesn't want to really kill Ahsoka. Like, if he was really about that life, he'd kill her, no problem. Like. But he doesn't. He has, like, again, this dude has some type of code, and I just want to see this shit play out. I want to see what it's about.
There was a interview with Dave Filoni talking about, like, because they asked him about the whole orange lightsaber situation, and he said then that it was more or less like trying to imitate the original, the original movies where it was not technically red. It was kind of like orangey. So I don't know if that's like 100% like.
You say you saw him say that? Because I also saw him explain the whole shit as far as them not being Sith, and that's why it's orange and not red.
Because they're not Sith. I mean, you don't have to. Does it necessarily mean? Because I may not be 100% like knowledgeable with this shit, but not every red lightsaber means you're a Sith, right?
If you have a red lightsaber, that means you fully bled it. That means you're, even if you don't want to call yourself a Sith, you're fully on the dark side. We'll just leave it at that. You're fully on the dark side. They are not on the dark side, which is why it's not fully red. And that's the point of what I'm saying. The dichotomy with the show with the antagonist and the protagonist. You have Ahsoka, who's not a Jedi, and you have Balin and Shinhati, who are not Sith. Neither one of them are on the extremes. They're both in the middle, but tipping towards both sides. So, again, they're doing fuck shit, but they're not totally evil.
Yeah, that's why Ahsoka lightsaber is white, because she's
Right.
not really a Jedi. Normally, Jedi's have either green or blue lightsabers. Purple if you Mace Windu.
Right, because he taps into both. But Ahsoka is pure.
I thought Ahsoka's blades were purified Sith crystals.
They are.
That's why they're white.
Yeah, they're not Jedi.
Right. She's not a Jedi. She's just pure.
But you can also be a Sith and not
visual effects being a little bit more orange. I didn't want it to go like straight up orange, but it's identifying a little bit of something maybe to kids that they might not straight up be what you think they are in the beginning.
Right.
Yeah, it's just basically they're not Sith. That's why he's saying they're not all the way red.
No, he said he didn't want to make it stark red. Hold on, let me see if I don't know if that was the full. Hold on,
I got you.
But I mean, you could be a Sith and you still. To me, I don't look at Jedi and Sith as like good and evil, because I mean, yes, Sith members tend to do evil shit, but there are also Sith people that have never killed anybody. So I don't know. It's like it's weird. Like I can't say one side is evil and one side is good. It's just like
I have
both orders have their rules. You know how they're supposed to do things, their powers and abilities.
I just sent you one fresh.
I know, but it's just, I mean, he probably changed his tune, but I'm showing you a quote here, right? Because we don't want to go back and forth, right? Whatever, like if it's, but he's just saying here, like he just imagined not being stark red. It's just like at one point it was maybe just a kind of a decision not to make it all the way red, but it doesn't say anything about it being because they're not fully Sith. I know he probably changed that later, but this is
they always change it later. Like the same reason why Mace Windu lightsaber is purple, but like it was because Sam Jackson wearing a purple lightsaber, but then in the story context they made it like he's more leaning towards the dark side of the Force, like so that's why his lightsaber is purple.
Yeah, I get that, but I think that I think what he's talking about here is more for the VFX world where it's more of a purple more of an orange than it is dark red. This is I'm just talking about like the VFX situation, like his explanation why it was orange initially with VFX, but then I guess he probably like changed his tune and made it seem like it's more or less how they are as far as like how in tune they are with the Force or with the Sith.
But I mean, his reasoning, I understand what you're saying, but then as I'm reading his reasoning, it's kind of stupid because it's like the VX back in the time, lightsaber may have looked a little orange instead of red, but you knew the intention was for it to be red. Like it wasn't an orange lightsaber, you know what I mean? So it was like you made an orange lightsaber, you just chose to make an orange lightsaber. That's what you wanted to do for your people, but now you have to make it canon-wise of why the lightsaber is orange. Like you chose to pick orange lightsaber, so now you have to make a reason. And then his reason was, they're not fully Sith. They're leaning towards Sith, so that's the reason why it's orange. But
yeah, but it's sort of like an afterthought because initially that's what he went in, and then he changed his tune and said, they're not all the way Sith.
Yeah, because when Star Wars fans get on your ass when you do shit like this. So.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't follow Dave Filoni for everything he does, but I just remember when they was talking about the the lightsaber being different. That he was like, this is the reason why, it's a VFX thing. And then people, I guess people got upset, and he was like, well, conveniently, yeah, it's not because they all away, and that's why we get other clips and shit. But initially, his first thought was VFX shit.
Like I was telling Fresh, the Star Wars fans get upset for everything. They got upset for Sam Jackson having a purple lightsaber, but they didn't. They just made a reason why he had the purple lightsaber. That's it. Even though the real reason was that Sam Jackson wanted the purple lightsaber. But now they just come up with a reason. So now we have a new reason why there's an orange lightsaber. Like the same reason why there's a white lightsaber and there's a gold lightsaber. Like Jedi, I think Jedi Temple Knights they carry gold or something.
Temple guards, the Sentinels.
But I think what's gonna end up happening is that they're gonna probably explain it because we going based on like what David's saying, and probably David's not gonna give 100% like what's happening because he probably doesn't want to give up plot points and shit. But I think he's gonna explain it to Ahsoka why his, like I think they're gonna fight and they're gonna fucking become buddy or some shit like that, and he's gonna explain some shit and we're gonna get a complete arc with him and some shit.
I'm sorry, you can't stab somebody in the gut and then become buddy. Like it's
nah, especially Sabine. Sabine about to be out for blood, cuz.
He didn't stab Ahsoka yet, but I think that fight scene is gonna be crazy because they're gonna be like on par with each other because they're gonna be He's like, I think
he's her elder actually
because he's pretty much, I think he is 3 years old. He's 3 years older than Anakin. And so he's been with them for a minute. He
was a Jedi Knight that got lost during the Order 66 after the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be crazy, man. What was your thoughts, Fred? How would you? Because I know you said you fell asleep initially because I think you was tired, whatever. But after you like your second run, how was it?
First watch, that should knock me out, give me a good sleep. But
it's funny because in the Discord you go, yo, did anyone else fall asleep? I'm like, oh shit, man, I didn't like this shit. And
right?
I was like, oh shit, like that's crazy. Like, that's different. I mean, I get it. Some people, it's not someone's cup of tea, but like, I'm like, damn, put you to sleep. Damn, that shit was boring.
First watch around, they put me to sleep. I was out, but
I got you.
Second watch around, it was good, man. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's still like, I would say, because you guys know the Rebel lore and stuff like that. I would say that for like somebody who's just coming into it, you're gonna be a little lost. Like you're not gonna get the references. You're not gonna get why the relationships are the way they are. That's why I said like I felt like they should have did like a little recap in the beginning of Ahsoka, like to refreshing like people's memory or get people who haven't seen Rebels or whatever caught up, so they're not lost when they're like knowing how, oh, why does Sabine and Ahsoka have this like tension towards each other, like stuff like that. Like they could have did a little recap in the beginning to like get people caught up to speed. But other than that, I mean, I say the show was really good. I like Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. The girl Sabine, she was kind of getting on my nerve because I felt like she was being too much of a dick for no reason.
I said that shit at the very beginning of the watch, but I'm like, she could be very annoying. I'm like, hopefully she straightens up quick. She can be like that type.
Like she was really, I ain't gonna lie, she was low key getting on my nerve. Like especially like when like they're doing a ceremony and like you have all these people like gather there to see you and shit like that. They want to thank you for what you've done for them, and you're like over here being a dick and shit, like almost scaring the person who's flying the jet half to death because you about to. She's like, is she gonna stop? Is she gonna stop? Like even the dude was like, all right, I'm done. Like, she's not gonna turn around. I'm just gonna be out. Like fuck this, yo. That was a real dude because that was me. I said, she ain't coming back. I'm out. I'll just say we lost her. I mean, I don't have much insight, like, because like I said, I don't know the past lore of this shit. It's like I just know what was presented to me, and I thought, the episode was cool. I like the lightsaber. We got 2 lightsaber fights. The the first one, and then the second one, and the second one. Who is that mystery person with the lightsaber, yo?
People are speculating it's not a version or a Star Killer. Well, not Star Killer, just a clone of him, because he's actually in the credits at the very end of this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Bro.
That
Yeah.
was in the credits.
See? And you try to clown me. You said he's too old, bro. I'm telling you, make
Who
it
said he's too old?
happen.
I said he's too old to play the Star Killer character, but he's not.
Yeah,
too
that's
old.
because he's too old for that. Yeah, I don't think he's too old to be.
Bro, the
in
dude's
the
name
movie.
is Merrick, bro. Like, it's gotta be, bro. It's gotta be the same character.
But like, yeah. So I mean, that lightsaber dude was pretty cool too. You know, AHSOKA with that dude, and that was kind of badass. Like when that shit was coming back and she just dodged to the side, like,
bro.
I'm like, okay, that was
a
badass.
scene in a minute.
Huh?
There's a parallel scene to that. Anakin, I think Anakin did that same shit, right? Kind of moved over to the side.
I don't remember that.
Let me see.
But yeah, so I mean, all in all, I enjoyed it. If I had to rate the first 2 episodes, I'll give them like the first one a 4, just because I was lost, and I feel like they could have did a better job of like making people not feel lost if they first jumped in to see AHSOKA. And the second episode, I give it a 5 because I was after the lost feeling of 1, you're like, all right, let's go, let's see what's going on, and like it had a lot of action. It was a lot of fun. The way they tagged the security, the tracking tag, and I like that the droid was talking shit. It was like, yo, you been in my shit, and he's like, no, I haven't been in your thing. And the droid was over here looking for the track. Yo, that shit had me, yo, and like literally,
bro.
like even though the droid was like, beep, 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 the droid was like, beep, 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 beep. I was understanding, like, yo, I was understanding the droid, like, saying, like, yo, you was in my shit, like, yo, he's like literally looking for the tracker, yo.
Let me blow your mind real quick. That's Dave Filoni, bro, voicing Chopper.
Well, that's pretty good. He did a good job.
Ever since Clone Wars, yeah.
And he did a good job because that shit was funny, man. I was like, yo, like he's like, you been in my shit. He was literally looking for the tracker. He's like, oh, found it. Like, he really understood all that shit, bro. Like, yo, it's like, and he's not even saying found it. All he's hearing is I'm like, oh shit.
But you know what he's saying, bro. Like,
yo, that's crazy, yo.
I fucking love Chopper.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I was like, yo, this character's pretty cool. I like that. I like that droid. If I had to pick between
Chopper, I'm the man.
I think I'll pick Chop, yo.
Oh, man. Yo, Chopper, I'm telling you, bro. If you go back and watch Rebels, bro, I'm telling you, you gonna pick Chopper, bro. I'm
gonna watch Rebels because I want to.
Menace.
I want to know I'm gonna want to know what happens before all of this stuff. So I'm gonna watch all that. I'm gonna
He's
finish
a mass-
Clone Wars and watch Rebels.
He's a mass murderer, bro. He has the most bodies out of the whole fucking universe, bro. Chopper.
Yeah, my man Chopper be wilding, bro.
Word. I know R2D2 just be tasing niggas, but Chopper's killer.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, bro. I love R2, bro. Chopper is a problem, bro. Chopper is a problem, bro. My man booted a droid off the edge of a cliff one, bro. Chopper is a menace.
He's definitely a menace, bro. Yeah, but I get what you're saying though. Like, if it would have been dope to see like a flashback, but then they would have to do like everything live action flashback, and that would have been crazy. Because I know that Obi-Wan did a great job fucking doing a flashback shit. Like,
recap, yeah.
But they just took old stock footage of movies and shit. But yeah, this would have been hard for them to explain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it would have been a lot. They would have to buy it. It would have been
nobody's trying to watch a cartoon to catch a recap, bro. So it's like, you said, you want to watch it. So that's a credit to the show, is that you want to go back and watch Rebels to see what happened before this now. And I'm telling you, it's worth it, bro.
But I get what Brett is saying, because there's a lot of like, because mind you, I seen Rebels, and there was a lot of shit that I forgot, and a lot of references I didn't get, and I wish I did. Like, oh shit, I wish.
Yeah, there's a lot of references going on.
It was a little bit of like, just a little bit
alienated,
but like For me, it was. I was like, damn, I didn't get that. You was like, oh, that's this and that, this and I'm like, I was like, oh,
I didn't mean to do that, bro. I was hyped, bro.
I was lost, bro.
But that's why I liked it. It's like, again, like, okay, so for Red, right? I'm not even gonna tell you the story, but like, Clancy Brown, you know Clancy Brown, like you seen Clancy Brown was the governor of Lothal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got him, and then you got when Sabine wasn't there, and everybody was hating on Sabine. She's not there, whatever. It's like, oh, he got the little homeboy, like, yo, yeah, Senator, come talk. Like, they all have backstories to rebels. So for me, I'm watching it. So for you guys, you like, I feel bad because you guys are saying you kind of feel alienated in a certain way, and I feel bad that it's like that. But for me,
oh my bad, go ahead.
I'm just saying for me, real quick, it's just like that was cool to see. It's like, oh shit, homeboy from here is the governor now, and then homeboy like that was with Ezra is like the senator now, and it's like it's a whole lot of little things like that go on that you said you felt lost. But even though I feel bad, I'm happy because you can go back and watch Rebels fresh now, bro. And you can watch all of it now and get all of that experience fresh, and then come back into Ahsoka like whenever you caught up or whatever, and it's just gonna enrich it so much more. Like that's what I appreciated about it.
And I don't think like if you didn't watch it, I don't think it would hinder your experience as well because like
no, it's not. It's not
like the senator, like he played.
It was like an arc. It was the arc. It was like a 3-4 episode arc. Like, but
the guy that wasn't in Rebels, like he's not playing the same character in Ahsoka. They just gave him another role in Ahsoka. The old dude, I forgot the guy's name. The guy you just mentioned.
Clancy. No, that is the same dude.
Is it the same dude?
Yeah,
no, he's the same. I thought he was different. I thought it was a different character.
No, he voiced a couple of characters in like Rebels and Clone Wars, and he voiced a whole bunch of characters.
That's another thing, right? So like,
but the character as the governor is the same dude.
These actors are the voice actors of the characters from Rebel. So like, everyone who voiced the character from Rebels came over to the show.
No, not everybody. Like Ahsoka and Sabine are new actresses. Hera's a new actress. But it's like ancillary characters like that, like the governor, like Clancy Brown, like he was actually the voice character for that character in Rebels.
And Thrawn is the same guy, right?
And Thrawn is the same voice actor as well.
And
so it's not everybody.
Is Ezra the same voice actor? That's a different.
No, it's a different person.
I'm about to say that'd be fucked up if like everybody from Rebels came back to do their live action part, and only Ahsoka, the person who voiced Ahsoka, doesn't get to come back. You know, like
it's not everybody. It's only a couple people that came back, and Bo-Katan, the Katie Sackhoff that plays Bo-Katan, she voiced her in the series also.
Bo-Katan, I like Bo-Katan. That's one. She's badass.
So you gave it a 4. You gave the
first episode a 4, second one I gave a 5.
Nice. I think me and Fresh. My book.
We combined them though, right? We combined them.
I combined them, but in my head I give them both 5s because we don't give 10s. So for me, the first one was 5, other one was 5 as well. But real quick before we get into like the end of this, Soul Break, how was your experience watching Ahsoka, and give us your rating after.
No, it was really good actually. It definitely gave me full Star Wars nostalgia, so I was really enjoying it. So I did kind of like cut the first episode in pieces because I got a phone call and I got hungry and I ate it and I forgot about it. And so I was like, oh shit, I gotta go back and watch this. So I watched it the next day. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, it was really good. 5 for both episodes.
I really hope they keep on with this. Like I told Fresh Prince when we was watching when we was doing the watch party, I said the way it was looking, it doesn't look like there should be any fillers, right? It looks like this is like a time. This is like this is time sensitive shit.
Tight.
They gotta go. They gotta get to the spot before they get to Thrawn, which they're gonna end up getting to Thrawn. I don't think Thrawn is gonna come here. Maybe I could be wrong, but They're gonna
No,
reach
I don't think
Thrawn,
so.
and there's gonna be back to back shit unless if there's a conversation between her and Balin, that might slow things down. Like explain to her like maybe this is like explain to her like regardless if you left or not, Anakin was gonna still do Anakin shit. Like don't blame yourself. Like I think he's gonna be more kind of like him teaching her.
or agree with him, or maybe say he went too far type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, I think
man's killed young.
I think it's the opposite. Hear me out. I think it's been the opposite. I think if she stayed and she was Anakin's Padawan still, he wouldn't have turned.
Yep.
Because
I agree with you.
Anakin's turn is due to loss, losing people in his life. So I think if she stayed, because he grew a fondness to her, like a very closeness to her. And once you're close to Anakin, like he doesn't want to lose you, and he lost her, and I think that aided to him turning to the dark side, because he's losing people, which made him.
He understood it too, though.
Well, I mean, I didn't see the episode. I didn't see the episode. So
yeah, you said you didn't. Oh shit!
But I'm just going knowing how
Yeah.
Vader is. I'm just going knowing how Vader is. So I think if she had stayed, he wouldn't have flipped. She should have. At least if he was thinking about going, they would have been able to pull him back or whatever like that, because he wouldn't have flipped so easy. But the fact that he lost her and then he lost his mother, and like he was about to, and he's afraid of losing Padme, like it was too much. It was too much.
I don't know, man. I mean, that could be that. That'd be dope too. I don't think there's any bad situation as far as like entertainment wise. I think both. If it happens either way, it'd be fucking dope. Because we don't know. Because Anakin was doing some dumb shit. Like, I mean, I could be having a Mandela effect. But didn't he choke out Padme a little bit?
Yeah, he did. He did.
So I mean, if he's gonna,
he had a jealous moment. Oh, you would have knew, nigga so wild.
I can imagine like someone that he loved, but he, you know what I mean? Like, you probably kill Ahsoka.
You turned her against me.
No, but that's the thing. I agree with Red, bro, and I'm not gonna say anything alluding to it. Just watch.
No,
it,
but
I agree with Red, bro.
What started turning Anakin is he was starting to have visions of the future.
Yep.
He was getting forced visions of the future.
Yep.
And he saw Padme dying on the operating table, but he doesn't know why. But he saw Padme dying on the operating table, and that's what kicked in his like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose her.
Yep.
And that's what helped Palpatine like rape his mind and say, you know what, join the dark side. It's literally what it is. That's what it was, bro.
No, you're right, bro. You're right.
But I feel like the only reason why he followed Palpatine is because Palpatine gave him like an option, not an option, but pretty much like, if you do this for me, like I can save Padme. So if he's like, yo, Order 66, you think he's gonna pick Ahsoka and not do his bidding to not save his wife?
Nah, at the same time, Ahsoka would have been able to talk him down. I really feel like she would have been able to talk him down if she was there. It's not about picking Padme or not. She would have been able to talk him down and been able to like get him back to base, and they take it from there.
I don't think
I agree with Red, bro.
You gotta remember, from what I see from Clone Wars, Ahsoka knows all of Anakin's dirty little secrets. She knows about the relationship between Padme and him. She knows about all that stuff.
Yep.
So if anyone was gonna be able to talk him down, it would have been her. Like, Obi-Wan Kenobi was too much doing like Jedi stuff. He wasn't really focusing on what Anakin was going through or with stuff like that. But she would have noticed. She would have been there to notice that what he was going through and talk him down and talk him out of stuff.
Hold on. You didn't finish Clone Wars then?
No, I didn't finish Clone Wars yet. I'm near the end though. I'm near the end.
All right.
I'm not in the early seasons. I'm in the later seasons.
Bro, finish Clone Wars, and you'll see why I'm agreeing with you, bro. Just finish Clone Wars. Get on Rebels too, though. Since they can't promote their shit, you know what I mean? We'll promote it.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely on the other side of the spectrum with this shit. Like, I just think that hell yeah. Like, there was no talking, bro. Like, Order 66, he was everything. There was no like.
No one had time to think. The whole shit was talking, bro. There was all talk game. There's nobody.
No, but when it happened, when Order 66 was initiated, there was like no talk. It was like turn around, start killing. So
I got it.
Yeah, but Order 66 was was based off of Anakin turning.
Exactly.
If Anakin didn't turn, Order 66 would
never happen, bro. It would have never happened. And I'm telling you,
he needed Anakin to turn for him. Now Order 66 happened.
I can't say what I want to say because I don't want to spoil it, bro. Like, nah.
That's what you're trying to say. It's all right. Go ahead.
Nah, I don't want to spoil it for you, bro. Like, you didn't finish Rebels. I mean, you didn't finish Clone Wars.
Bro, you know how long it's gonna be before I finish that shit? Go ahead and spoil it.
All right, fuck it, bro. All right, fuck it. Listen. All right, here we go. If the Jedi didn't turn their back, all right, fuck all that. If Ahsoka didn't leave, I'm telling you right now, Anakin would not have turned, bro. That was the start of it. When you watch Clone Wars, you really see what the start of this shit was. Yeah, all right. His mom's died first, and then they denied him master and all that shit. I mean, they denied him a seat on the council and all that. Yeah, all of that was starting to turn and all that. Palpatine was finessing everything, but I'm telling you right now, if whatever happened, I'm not even going to spoil it. If whatever happened didn't happen to Ahsoka, and Ahsoka didn't dip, Anakin would not have turned. I'm telling you that for a fact right now. And the only person that could tell me otherwise is Dave Filoni or George Lucas right now. He would not have turned, bro. The only reason he turned is because he had no other chance. He had nothing else. He was literally rock bottom. And then presented with your wife's gonna die with the 2 kids. What you gonna do? Nah, bro. I don't think he would have turned.
He should have. I would have dipped. The Order didn't like him anyway. To me, the Jedi Order didn't really like Anakin anyway. There was always a little shady towards that nigga. So I would have dipped. If I was Anakin, I'd have dipped with my Padawan. Like, we both out.
I feel you. And then there would have been
I'm just agreeing with Urban Wildcat was saying on the side over there.
Oh, I ain't even got the chat up. But no,
he said Anakin should have gone with Ahsoka.
Yeah, he would have left with Ahsoka, and then him and Ahsoka would have teamed up with Maul, and they would have took down Palpatine. Game over, bro. Game over. That's it.
I don't think him and Maul. You did him and Maul the team, but he was the one that cut Maul in half, though.
Bro, finish. No, Obi-Wan cut Maul in half.
Cut Maul in half. Yeah, I mixed up.
And again, I don't want to talk too much, bro. Finish Clone Wars, bro. Finish Clone Wars, and then we will continue this conversation.
Yeah, there's a crazy discussion about whether or not she will stay. I mean, what will happen to Anakin if Ahsoka stayed? There's a big discussion out here.
Yeah, I don't think
it's split though. It's split. I'm not bugging. I thought I was bugging, but it's split. Yeah, people
that's usually how it is.
He's not. Yeah, she may have saved him, but like he would have still did fuck shit. Like after the fact, like he was still like not doing like a lot of orthodox shit. Like he was been turning little by little.
Listen, the reason why I feel like she would have been saved because number one, your Padawan is always by your side.
Mm-hmm.
And Palpatine was not gonna talk that shit in front of Ahsoka, like to rape his mind, and she would have always been by him.
Yep.
So it would have been harder for Palpatine to like get in the mind and like say like, oh, you know, I can do this and this and that because he can't reveal himself to everybody else. Like even when he revealed himself to Anakin, he risked it.
Yeah,
it was a risk, but he knew it was a risk that was going to pay off because he knew Anakin was going to lean towards his side when he revealed himself. If Ahsoka was there, it wouldn't have happened, bro. Like first of all, I don't even think because remember it's a showing of the future of things that's going to happen. So if Ahsoka was there, Padme probably would still be alive. She's not gonna die on the operating table. She died of a broken heart. She didn't die of childbirth.
Exactly.
She died because Anakin broke her heart. Literally,
Exactly.
Anakin turned to the dark side, broke her heart. That's what she died from.
So, all right. Again, we're talking about a character that was just kind of like placed in the world, right? Before Rebels. Like, say we were just talking about the movies and not talking about the animation shit, right? Where there was no Ahsoka, right?
The animation started and it went congruent with the movie though.
But I mean, they just inserted things, right, to expand the show.
But it is George Lucas though.
Yeah, it is George Lucas.
It's his story. It's not anybody else.
Yeah, he made it canon.
It's not anybody else. It's his story.
I know that. I'm not negating that. I'm just saying, based on the movies itself, right? Say if the cartoons never existed, we would never know these situations, right? But the fact that they inserted this new character, Ahsoka, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they saying Dave Filoni said that that she would have saved him, right?
No, hold on, Fresh. It's not Dave Filoni saying that.
Bro, I'm reading. Can I get through my point first?
All right, go ahead.
All right. So based on what Dave Filoni said in Jedi Council, that if he would have offered her knighthood to Ahsoka, then he would have been the Jedi Master, which he always wanted, and he would have stayed.
If what?
If she stood and stood as his Padawan,
right.
Knighthood, he would have got the stripes that he always wanted, and he would have ended up staying. So I think what you guys are saying is correct, that he would have stayed, but I think it would not have been her talking him off the ledge. This would have never happened if she would have stayed as a Padawan.
We're not saying that she would have. I'm saying there's a possibility that she could have talked him off the ledge if that was what needed to be happening. But the main point is that like her leaving is part of the catalyst that turns to the dark side. It's not her being there would have kept him on the good side versus like her leaving. That's what I'm originally saying.
Yeah, I'm just
same here.
Based on what I'm just reading his words. So I'm not going based on theories. I'm just going based on his words. And hold on, do I have this here? Oh, this is not even showing the right one. That's a fail. Hold on. Uno momento, por favor. Let me do my Bloomberg Spanish. There we go.
Anakin.
So it kind of agrees with you guys.
Okay, yeah, right.
Like I think none of that shit would have happened. Like it would have been no like Order 66. It wouldn't have even got that far because he would have got the notoriety he wanted because he was kind of like he wanted that status. He was like he was like that's all he wanted in his life was to be a fucking part of the council. But again, this is like Dave Filoni. Like we don't like it. This is, I don't know if this is like George Lucas's idea. I'm sure they're probably like parallel with each other. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all literally he's saying all the stuff I just said.
Yeah, as I'm reading it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just solidifying what you guys are saying and giving you like his words because I didn't know if he actually spoke on it, but I was like, let me do some research while y'all talking, and hold on, it's the information is there. So yeah, you guys are right.
High five, Fred.
I mean, yeah, Qui-Gon was a master, but Obi-Wan was a knight before. No, they bumped Obi-Wan to a knight so he could
they bumped him so he could train.
So he could take Anakin as a Padawan. So that's how Qui-Gon became out. But I think Qui-Gon would have been a master anyway without
disagree with that.
No, he was. Qui-Gon turned it down because he didn't want to be on the council. He disagreed with them. He leaned towards Dooku, towards his master, but he didn't like stray. You know what I'm saying? But he was at odds with the council too. That's why he didn't want to join. Yeah.
They were the true rebels. Qui-Gon.
Word, right?
Dooku's legacy.
Fact.
That line is the rebels right there. That's a rebel line right there.
My
boy.
man Dooku don't get the credit. My man Dooku changed the course of the timeline, bro.
Even when Qui-Gon was dying, he was like, "Nah, train that little nigga. Don't care what the counts says. train that little kid, boy. Take him as your Padawan."
Word, man. He's good enough. He can take the trials, bro. He's good.
Yeah, man.
I
mean, at least we're getting some kind of like content that we could talk about. Because I love it. I love having these discussions about, you know, finally like some good Star Wars shit. Right? Because I know we've been talking about it, but this is like good. It's starting off good. So let's hope that it just continues to be strong all the way through.
Let's go, Dave. Thank you, Dave.
We got 6 more episodes. This is gonna go. It's hopefully it goes the distance, man. I really hope so. I'll be sad.
We kind of skipped over Sam Witwer though. So do you think he was a voice in the background? Or do you think he's really you think he's really like the Inquisitor?
I don't know.
I'm not even gonna say Star Killer. Y'all think he's the Inquisitor?
Nah, he was definitely somebody. It was definitely somebody in that suit that knew how to. That was no regular like night person. That was some Jedi trained kind of person in that suit. Whoever's in that suit, which it may be him.
I mean, they I mean, they can always throw him in there, right? They can always throw. I mean, the guy is mad slim. But they can always throw his face on there, or they can always like use that new galaxy as a way to introduce more characters. Maybe fucking Vader fucking banish them to this fucking galaxy. We don't fucking know.
My man's on the new galaxy.
My man is in a new galaxy, right? He's like the new big bad, right?
Bro, I think it's just the outer realm, bro. You think it's a whole nother parallel universe, bro? I think it's just the uncharted galaxy that they're talking about right now, like the outer realm that nobody has. Like, all right,
I
with
think
the Thrawn shit. Go ahead, right?
I think the Thrawn shit. I think he's like somewhere like black hole-ish or some shit like that. More like a black hole level kind of thing, rather than like it being any time or another dimension or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like they got to figure out how to get him out of something. It look like there's gates they got to build up or some shit. That maybe it's a gate to open up a black hole or a wormhole or something to get this dude out of there. But I don't think Star Wars is going to start messing with time or parallel universes and stuff like that. I hope not, because then that just complicates a lot of shit.
That's all I was trying to say, bro. The same thing. Like, I don't think they're trying to go into all that extra shit. I think it's just a hyperspace lane. Like how, if you remember, like in what was it, Revenge of the Sith, when like Anakin's ship had the little circle joint on it when they used to go into hyperspace with the little ships because they didn't have this hyperspace engine. I think that's what it is. It's just a larger construction of one of those. I think that's all it is. I don't think they're dealing with like fucking different parallel universes and all that. I think it's a hyperspace gate for them to get through. Like how Kylo Ren, again, we might not want to talk about the sequel trilogy, but like with the Wayfinder, how he had to get the Wayfinder to find his way through all that shit because it's all crazy. If you go back to like the Thrawn novels, like that's how it was. Like when you go to the Outer Rim, that's why it's unexplored, is because the shit is crazy and people can't get through it without proper navigation. So I think that's all it is. I don't think they even, I mean, if they do play with time or whatever, cool. I'll stand corrected. But I really don't even think it's that. I think they're just trying to find a way to find their way into the unexplored part of the galaxy. And that's probably where Thrawn is at. And maybe they have to go through a wormhole or a black hole like Red said or some shit like that. But I really don't think they're going to start fucking with time and all that shit. Again, like, this is Star Wars. They've been doing this shit for a minute. That's going to complicate this shit way more than it already is for people like Red that knows what's going on and watched this first episode and then said he's confused. You want to start introducing other shit? Nah, that's why I think it's too much. But I don't know. I can stand corrected.
We'll find out.
on the next episode.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned, folks.
Same bat time, same bat
And
time.
if you're going to time travel, then the franchise is kind of it's fucked. I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of
bro. That's how I feel.
I mean, it's fucked now. I mean, we trying to unfuck it.
Yeah.
It's fucked. Let's full
I think
disclosure.
they're trying to.
It's fucked. Let me look at the camera. Hold on. It's fucked already. Well, we trying to unfuck it. Let's try to unfuck it, and hopefully let them. We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm just gonna appreciate the 2 episodes that we got
because they were great,
and just kind of like live off that. Because if we theorize and get ourselves hyped up of all these different, and then we get a wish.com situation, we can be really mad. But at the end of the day, we did it to ourselves. Yeah, I like. We like the sequels. We just didn't like
the fact that they weren't connected.
Yeah, we liked Force Awakens. We liked the last one. What's the last one? Kind of forgot that one.
The Rise of Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
I like moments and pieces of all of them, but they are not a cohesive story whatsoever, and that's my problem.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But again, we going based on face value. Like this is what we get. I may enjoy it now.
They fill in the blanks though.
It's probably the best Star Wars that we've gotten because I consider like Mandalorian Star Wars, but it's not like it's an off situation. It's not like it's not like lightsaber heavy. I mean, this is more like
that's cool. Everything doesn't have to have lightsabers. Yeah. It's a giant galaxy, bro. Like I'm not trying to come at you. I'm sorry if it sounds like that, but for people that always talk about that, like it doesn't always have to be about that. We got Andor. That was great for what it was. People don't like it because it's too heady. It's too much talking or whatever, but it's a certain genre. That's what it was. That's cool because there's a place for it.
Andor was Star Wars spy thriller or some shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be like the whole like lightsaber clashing versus the Empire shit. It's like it's a spy espionage sneaking kind of like heist kind of movies and stuff like that. Escape and heist movie.
Yeah, I'm on the bandwagon of us leaving the Skywalker situation. Like let's move away from that.
Me too.
Let's get into like Knights of the Old Republic. Let's do some prequels or do something totally different. You know what I mean? Like first said, with like the galaxy is so fucking big, and now that the fact that we're getting another galaxy, you know, then you have more situations. There's more conflicts that we're getting. So we'll see.
We had the whole Thrawn trilogy, right? So before we get even Thrawn on some major shit, how about we talk about the Chiss? How about we talk about them? How about we talk about the builders? And all that shit that started from the beginning, like that's extra shit that the average person does not know about. Why don't we talk about that?
Yeah, they brought that up in Andor, right? That was a thing that he gave.
There you go, exactly. The Kyber crystal that he gave him, the Sky Kyber crystal he gave him. It goes back to an ancient time, like so. Again, like they're planting seeds for all of these things. So that's why I have so much faith, man. That's why I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna give these people time to cook. And if your shit is fucked, I'm gonna tell you it's fucked. But I'm not gonna jump off like from immediately and be like, let's not do it. No, let's give people a chance and let them do what they gotta do because there's a lot of stories we could tell. George Lucas said all this old EU shit is not canon, and slowly Dave Filoni is bringing certain shit in. And other people are trying to side certain shit in. So let the fans.
I don't think it was Lucas that says not canon. I think it was Disney told him to say that shit not canon so they could make their own stories.
No, I mean they George Lucas said that shit for a minute. He was like, if it ain't on TV or on film, it's not canon.
But then he also gave them permission to make like books.
To make them shits, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's let them cook, man. Because the last few dishes that we got, we had to send it back to the chef. So you know, we've been letting them cook. we've been letting people cook.
I mean, Obi-Wan. That shit
Obi-Wan,
definitely
we let
had to
them
go
cook.
back.
And
I need my money back for that shit.
I wanted it medium rare. They gave that shit well done.
He gave you tartar.
Word. So
exactly, Stormtroopers are bad.
Yeah, man. So I mean, listen. We got Tuesday. Tuesday we got episode 3. Hopefully, I mean, I think Tuesday. I think this episode here is gonna be it's gonna be the shorter one. It's gonna be a shorter episode. I think it's like 30.
Probably a lot of
minutes.
exposition.
Yeah, so,
Expect exposition.
Yeah.
Hopefully some backstory.
But
yeah,
man.
Real quick, I want to touch on something real quick before we leave out of here. So I was brought to my attention. I forgot to mention this during my week. That Transformers fans, so-called Transformers fans, are calling for Peter Cullen to retire as Optimus Prime.
Get the
They need to run a poll, right? And the poll needs to be like the age group. And I bet you there's like all like people that was born in 2000.
Right?
Bro. So I was shocked. Yeah, that was my reaction. I said, "Wait, this is going on," but then I look up and then like I saw the guy who did a YouTube. He did a YouTube video, and the guy who did a YouTube video on it, and he was bringing up all the forums and shit. Where people are literally saying that Peter Cullen needs to retire as Optimus Prime because they're saying the voice sounds too old and that he's not doing a good job and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, wait, what?
So you want him to step down so someone else can imitate his voice?
Who y'all want to do it? Who y'all want to do it? Who's better? Who's better?
The only Prime voice I know is Peter Cullen, so I don't know.
That's Prime. He is Prime. Fuck you talking about? Settle it. Until this man is dead, we not recasting nothing. What are y'all talking about, bro? He is Optimus Prime. Well, his older brother is Optimus Prime, but he's Optimus Prime.
Why is Red? Red is getting like right before the show is about to end.
I forgot to bring it up earlier. I forgot to bring it up earlier. But
make our blood boil before we go to bed.
It was something that like I said because I know I wasn't gonna remember to bring it up next episode. So I said let me bring it up now. I'm not gonna remember next episode.
He stepped down, yeah.
But
heard about that this morning.
This shit ridiculous, bro. Like people are really disrespectful. Like you motherfuckers really call for Peter Cullen to step down as Optimus Prime. Like it wasn't even his fault, bro. Like if you didn't like the movie, it wasn't his fault because his performance was good. Blame the writers.
There was nothing.
I don't blame Peter Cullen for last night. I didn't like last night.
The Michael Bay shit you talking about.
No, it's like then a lot of people talk shit about the new one that came out too. It's not Michael Bay.
Bro, he had like minimal lines, bro. Like he didn't speak that much.
Bro, I know that he literally said there was one time where like somebody was claiming that when they were complaining that his performance was bad, and it wasn't even him. It was like somebody voiced Prime before him, and then he had to come clean it up.
Yeah,
but then he couldn't talk Prime the way he wanted to talk Prime because the person messed it up.
It was already set. They already animated. Oh my god!
Yeah, we talked about that shit. It was in Bumblebee. That's what happened in Bumblebee.
Oh my god!
Fucked up. He had to use someone else's cadence that was imitating his voice.
Yeah,
right. Exactly.
So
still imitating him.
Bro, that's the crazy part.
Retirement.
Somebody trying to imitate him.
Oh.
He had to imitate somebody that was trying to imitate him, bro. That was crazy.
And he had to do that shit to the T because the mouth V effect was already done. So you couldn't roll his, certain words and shit.
But this is why I said some people don't deserve shit. Like we don't deserve good things. Like we have somebody who genuinely loves doing what he does. He loves being the voice of Prime. And he does Prime any chance he gets. Like you call him, he'll do Prime or whatever like that.
And y'all about to make this man not want to do it no more. Thank you, you fucking ingrates. Thank you. Thank you.
But that's what happens when you because we kind of like dialed into this shit. Like if one of us doesn't know about the situation, like we kind of like put ourselves onto shit. It's like for the casuals, they don't know about this shit, about the cadence, and he had to redo his shit. Like the normal people don't know that kind of shit. But like, do some research, bro, before you go out there and start a fucking poll.
Bro, this is what I was saying earlier. Everybody got a voice, and they don't need one. This shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Do your research. Yeah,
I know in the old head that said that. It's just one of these young niggas that said that shit.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
Disrespectful ass young niggas, bro.
Somebody that just started watching fucking Michael Bay movies and Transformers, bro. Shut up. Get out of here, bro.
Bumblebee.
Get out of here, bro.
They did the same shit with fucking Ernie Hudson, bro. He had to fucking he had to cast him. He tried to cast. Well, when they did the cartoon shit, he had to audition for his own role and lost it.
What?
Yes, Ernie Hudson does not read. He does not voice fucking his character in the cartoons.
No, I know that, but
you auditioned to voice Winston, and they didn't
give it to him.
Oh my god,
they denied him, bro.
I knew it wasn't him, but I didn't know that shit, bro. Are you fucking kidding? This is what I'm talking about.
I mean, that cartoon was screwy anyway. They gave Egon blonde hair when he's a blue
that shit was crazy. That shit was bummed. That shit was bummed.
They gave Egon blonde hair. Like, where did blonde hair come from?
Of this shit.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Crazy, man.
Wow.
Oof. But yeah, I just want to end with that little note. You know, that little.
No, thank you. Appreciate you. I appreciate your life. Now I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, be pissed like I am. You know. Bring it on.
Wow, man.
Bring back Frank Welker, yo. I swear to God, yo. If they bring Megatron in this next movie and it's not Frank Welker voicing him, I'm gonna have issues, bro.
See, now you're on my wave, right?
I'm gonna have issues. Bring that.
Is it not him?
Frank Welker while we at it, yo.
Come on, bro. What is the disrespect that's going on out here,
I mean, these new directors for these movies and shit, they like super purists, and I'm sure they're gonna try to bring him back because if he's like captured by like the G.I. Joe. Like they know about him and they already intercepted his fucking descent. I don't fucking. They'll bring him back. They brought him back for the last movie, so
yeah. Well, I mean, right now he's on Megatron, still running shit. He's on I said Megatron, Cybertron.
Yeah,
because they had the way the story is they tried to escape him because he was too high on power right there. So they beginning of Bumblebee, they were fleeing Cybertron to get away from him. And that's why Prime is feeling guilty in this one and the new one coming up because they were only supposed to be there for a little while and then go back to Cybertron and try to take over. But then they got lost, so he's trying to figure out how to get them back home.
No, I didn't even think about that shit like that. So it's like Prime. You watched the Netflix animated shit that they had?
No, I didn't watch that one.
Word, okay. I watched that shit. They got a 3-part series with that. I watched that with my son. It sounds like it's like I don't want to get excited, but it sounds like that. If it's like that shit might be tight. And they had Unicron in that shit also at the end, so like they could.
Well, Unicron's gonna be the very very last boss. So I'm pretty sure the next movie. If they do another one, it's gonna definitely be Megatron.
It better be Megatron, yeah.
It's gonna be Megatron, and then the next one, probably whatever the last movie is gonna be Unicron. Where they clip Megatron and bring in Galvatron.
Yeah, that's what I want. My guys.
Because Unicron gonna need a new enforcer after Prime just took out his enforcer in his last movie.
Galvatron and Cyclonus, double it up this time. I'm feeling every time we talk about this shit. I need my guys.
All right, yeah.
All right, yo. So we good? Everybody got their point. They stories out, bro.
I decided that
you got something that's gonna piss everybody off right now. Nothing. This is gonna keep me up now. Nah, that's wild, but anyway,
I was shocked they were really calling for Peter Cush. I said the man loves. First of all, he loves the fans.
This is word,
and he loves being Prime. Like, why would he? I hope to be 82 years old, getting up and doing what I love every day, bro. Like the way he is. He gets up and he loves to be Optimus Prime. And you want to take that away from him? Why?
Exactly.
Stupid people, man. Internet.
Miserable fucks.
Again. The internet's not a role play. So
shit. Exactly. Right.
Okay.
back to the whole beginning of this conversation. The internet is not a real place.
Well, anywho, guys, we're gonna wrap up today's episode 151. It's been a pleasure, guys, being on here. Thank you so much to Urban Wildcat. We appreciate your engagement. If you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, go ahead and do that. If you like what we're doing here, again, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share us. We're a small channel. We've been doing this before the podcast was even like a crazy hot thing. We've been doing this shit. So, share us, and we appreciate y'all. Send a link. We could definitely do that. I don't know if one of you guys can go ahead and send a link to the YouTube shit. Wait, I think I could do that here. Let's see, send a link, and link is posted. So go ahead and you can.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you. Once again, we Untitled
I
Live.
got a topic we save for next show. But it was something I was thinking about. It was like your top introductions to like a character in a movie show. Like,
ooh,
yeah, we could bring that. We could talk about
that's
that
a
next
new
week.
one.
Just make sure to put that in the chat so we don't forget.
Yeah, actually, I'm probably forget. Put it in the chat, bro.
Just throw it in the Discord real quick. Again, we have a merch shop. If you want to cop some merch, everything's in the description. It's untitledentertainment.com. You want to cop some shirts. We have a Discord as well. Everything's in the description. So if you want to like tap into one of our socials, everything is there. Again, we're Untitled Live. We're live every Friday at 10 o'clock. So we haven't missed a Friday in 151 weeks. So we here. We're consistent. So
fucking accomplishment, man.
Word.
Like,
So
again, like, give it up.
Word. So yeah, man. So until next week, guys.
Yeah,
we catch y'all. Peace out. See y'all next week. One.
Laters.
In the city and I'm lurking some deep dirt. If the brothers on the town, then I think you know the word. All the risky in the luggage and it's going to my throat. Everybody in the air.